All right, what's going on, all of you beautiful people? Welcome to the stream. Hopefully, you guys are all doing well. What's up, guys? What is up? What is up? We're back. Oh boy, 1 second. Sorry if that was just really loud. This thing always like ends up coming loose. I don't know what it is about this mic arm, but it ends up like the tightness, the tension here always ends up getting loose. It's super freaking annoying. I don't know if there's a way to tighten that or what. Yo, what's up, Gavin Kelton? Already with a 56-month remember. Holy shit. A little word. I'm able to do this considering I don't have an active debit card at the moment. Oh, well. Well, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, something's working right. Kelton, thank you very much for the 56 months, dude. Holy shit.
Welcome to the
4 months away from 5 years, man. That's nuts, bro. Thank you so much. Thank you. What's going on, guys? What's up, Gavin? What's up, Barry? What we doing tonight? I think I kind of wanted to react to some more content. I think I wanted to react to some more content. Let me get some music going. Just some background beats here. Turn that down a little bit. Yeah, I think I wanted to react to some content. Are you sure this is a live stream and not a video? Hold on, let me check. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yo, what's up, Ethan? How you doing, man? What content you feeling? I can find baseball content? I don't know what I'm gonna do. Watch The Chair? Oh, that movie? I don't think I'll watch The Chair. I'll probably just go to... my Hennis highlights account and see what's on there, and we'll kind of just start going down that rabbit hole. That usually seems to fare us pretty well. I'm sorry, Jubilee. There's no shot this is a video.
How many?
There's no shot. Do they know? Come on. Come on. Jubilee, what are we doing out here, bro? What are we doing? Jesus Christ. YouTube still hasn't responded to my appeal. Found out what virus I downloaded. I'm currently removing it as we speak. Nice, Vinextory. Hell yeah. That's a good feeling. At least you've got it under control now. Haven't you reacted to one of these in the past? I reacted to a video, I think, that was more like guys rank themselves by penile size. Like they rank them, the guys rank themselves based on how big they think each other is. And then there's actually like a reveal at the end. Yeah. But now this is like women rank men by size. But the interesting thing is, do they know before going into this? Or are they just, you know what I mean? Or is this, are they just going to find like, oh, you have to watch it. I think we got to watch it. Okay. This is a half-hour long. Jesus Christ. Can we watch this at 1.25 at least without it being bad?
How many different brands of lube do you own?
What? Lube as in like, oh, I mean, I have like engine oil. Oh, that kind of lubricant. Oh, I see. I don't get, laid.
And you know what? He's got the biggest schlong there, dude. Guaranteed. Is BDE real? Big dick energy. Okay, it took me a second. We brought together 3 women to find out.
My experience with men is little to non-existent. I grew up in a traditional Indonesian Muslim household, so that whole no sex before marriage thing has stuck with me through and through.
So I was a sexual health researcher for many years, and I actually left that to start coaching. For the last 8 years, I have been focused every single day on helping men to get better in bed and to become more confident and overcome those issues. I want to say that
She's the woman your husband tells you not to worry about. Alrighty. Sounds good. I'm trying to get my camera right into this corner. Okay.
in my own personal life, I think that I have been a really poor judge of penis size.
I'm gonna be looking for confidence. I think there's a lot of factors that people don't look into, but we'll see. I could be wrong.
I'm gonna be
I think there's a lot of factors that people don't look into. Confidence. Anyways, let's just move on.
looking for nose size, because that's one of the only biometrics that's actually correlated to penis size that you can see from outside. And then
That's definitely not true. I was always under the assumption, I've always heard like the meme stuff of like feet, like the length of your foot, or like the distance between like your forehead to your chin or something. Hold on, I'm going incognito because I have to. Is there any correlation to size and another body part? Sorry guys, we just have to hide the screen for this part. This just. It was concluded that any measurements are interrelated to each other. The height and weight, also the other body measurements that are related to the penile measurements, is less than 50%. Okay, so there's nothing. So she's wrong. And what does she do exactly?
Yeah, be looking for nose size, really poor. I want to say that to get better, start coaching. For the last sexual health researcher for many years, and I actually left that to start coaching.
Okay, so it sounds like she's highly qualified here. Unless there's something she doesn't know based off of our one Google search.
The last 8 years, I have been focused.
Wait a minute. This is literally, I didn't even notice these pop up at first. So she's an influencer.
Every single
or she's like she does a thing. Okay.
On helping men to get better. And
this is a show on HBO Max. Also, I don't know if you guys have noticed this too. Did this change to is this just called Max now instead of HBO Max? I don't know.
And to become more confident and overcome those issues.
That feels weird to say. Max. Oh, what's this new show? What can you watch on it? You watch it on Max. I feel like HBO just sounds way better.
I'm gonna say that in my own personal life.
Want to watch Max later? Want to watch? That literally sounds like Kelton. What's the name of that channel that does the content that you linked earlier? That does that video. That literally sounds like a video that they would do. It's like, you want to go watch Max? Watch Max do what?
I think that I have been a really
everyone's gonna call it HBO. It's kind of like how everybody's gonna call Twitter.
Of penis size.
I'm going to be looking for confidence. I think there's a lot of factors that people don't look into, but we'll see. I could be wrong.
Tomorrow's Teaching. No, that was that other crazy. That was that channel that does like the Darman knockoffs. I'm talking about like the comedy channel that Kelton linked us that did like the funny State Farm video.
For nose size, because that's one of the only biometrics that's actually correlated to penis size that you can see from outside. And then, yeah, I think I'm going to be just looking for how they carry themselves.
I definitely need them to walk for me though. Like I need a catwalk just to make sure I see what's going on.
Are you going to smell them? I feel like you might.
I don't know if I need to.
Okay. I can smell how big your dick is.
Can I just say, you guys are all so brave.
Absolutely.
Thank you guys for being here.
We are here to rank you, but we're not here to judge you based on
I love the
worth
salute.
or attractiveness or anything that is related to your value.
Did the cameraman start to lose focus right there? He was like, stay focused, stay focused. Focus on her face, focus on her face, focus on her face, focus on her face, focus on focus on her face, focus on her face. What was that?
Your value as men or as lovers.
I love how they gotta add that too, because it's always like, it is so tough. I'm gonna stop pausing it so much, but it is so tough too, because it's like, I feel like it's the same. I don't know. What's the equivalent for women, like boob size or something? It's just like, it's like, this has nothing to do with how wonderful of a person you are. And I'm sure you're still very lovely.
I really want you guys to walk for me.
Do a strut for us. Oh, this is a confident walk.
Oh, period. Okay.
Oh.
That was a confident walk. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Oh my gosh, okay. That guy's ready. That guy is horned up. He is ready to beat the shit out of somebody.
Okay, but he came in with the most confidence. He gave us a hey ladies.
Oh, you got the cool walk.
Hey! Thank you so much for the raid. Please do not look at the title of the video I'm watching. Kenny, thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. I hope you had a wonderful stream, my dude. Much love to Kenny. Thank you, Kenny. Hopefully you had a great stream, my dude. Love you.
It's the boots.
We gotta catch up soon, man. Kenny, we gotta get... Kenny, you want to try to go for the world record on Scissors' new death run? I thought of you when I saw Scissors announce I think he's got $10,000 on whoever can get the world record for the new death run. It's definitely in my opinion, the easiest out of all of them he's done. I think even though you haven't played in a while, I'm not even kidding. I'm not being sarcastic either. I think you could sit down. I think you could get it. Just so you know. But we had a good stream, man. It's not like scissors death on 3.
Okay.
Oh my god. Okay, so far the first guy had the most natural swag, I think, for sure.
Oh yeah, he's ready to model. Look at the hand in pocket. A little reserved, but he was doing.
Oh.
Because it's heavy. Because it's heavy. That's right. I get that. Yeah. Oh.
You still haven't beaten it though, Henry? It's not what your mom said.
Okay. No, it's big. It's big. And whoa.
Let's keep him there for right now. You're on that.
I feel like you really came in hot. I feel like I would put you at number 4. Yeah, just like the confidence. I don't know if it was just because, it was really giving. It was really doing great.
Hey, Mother's Day.
This is hard.
That made no sense. I'll read it to you one more time. Gavin goes, you still haven't beaten it though, Henry. You still haven't beaten it, Henry. You still haven't beaten it up though, Henry. And I go, that's not what your mom said last night. And then you guys go, I don't understand what that means.
Can you guys put your hands out?
Oh.
Thank you.
Stop talking about my mom, sorry. Your mom's a lovely lady.
Okay. Oh, you did your dance. Here. Giving nail bits.
I love this. Ooh. Okay.
Oh, these shoes sizes, you definitely have the biggest. We already know that that's not a correlation, but I feel like we should just note it. I want to move actually both of them a little bit higher. Yeah. I want to move khaki jacket
Like on Fortnite?
with the black shirt. Yeah, I want to move you down.
I would switch you two. Yeah, I would switch you two.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I feel like you guys have to switch. Because it was like
So
kind
who's, okay, so they're putting,
of
okay.
a stiff walk. How are we feeling about pink? Period.
I think he's at the top. Not at the top, but somewhere at the top.
2, 3, and 4, I feel like I might reorder.
Maybe we should just switch him in green. I don't know. I feel like because he's so nonchalant right now, he's like.
Is it the smallest 100%? Dude, all the way on the right? Absolutely not. This guy either has the biggest. No, this guy definitely doesn't have this.
I'm
I don't know.
actually bigger, but y'all really playing me.
He's
right
definitely not
now.
the smallest. There's no way.
Two of them?
I don't know. I maybe. Okay, you can move there.
I think I am as,
Confident as you can be. Almost.
yeah.
And we can now ask the man questions to help with their ranking. Okay, so this is the interesting
I wanna
part.
know how important you think foreplay is, or how important for you with your lovers is foreplay.
I think it's a very important aspect, like of intercourse. You know what I'm saying. You want to get to know each other. You want to feel
Last message.
comfortable around each other.
I put it again.
things
It's level
that.
19.
So,
Hell
like,
yeah,
so you
Gavin.
guys
Let's
won't
go.
really-
No, we've detected copyright. Dude, Jubilee. Yeah, I feel like we should just skip to the end, right? Okay. So we're just gonna skip to the reveal.
I would say
Wait, did they reveal all of them? Okay. So it was kind of like not what you're supposed to expect. Right? It's just definitely not what you expect. Because this guy gave off like super hella awkward. Like, this guy might have... Yeah. You know what I mean? But he's not... You know what I'm saying? Not what you expect. In terms of like, bro, we watched it. These ladies were basing it all off of like attitude and like your vibe and how much like your BDE that you came in with. This guy unironically gave off negative BDE compared to like every other dude. Like, but of course, like, you know what I mean? But like the twist is that like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's gonna have like the biggest. I know what you guys are saying. You guys are all like, oh, like, shut the fuck up. Fuck, I really don't want to have to turn on my AC, but it is already getting like, I shouldn't have worn sweatpants. Catcher tells the umpire to get out of his face. Oh, get out of my face.
We've got a very confusing play and a ton of lip reading on this breakdown, which is brought to you by SeatGeek, where you can use code JOHNBOY10 for 10% off. Now, that ball is bases loaded, one out, caught on the fly, safe there. They throw it away at first, so safe there. But then they throw it to
no.
third, and they're like, "Is he out? Because he didn't tag up." And they're like, "No." And then
Yo. Bob with a 1 month. Remember how are we doing today, Henry? And what are we doing today? We're just
How are you
watching some
doing
content,
today,
man.
Henry?
We're just having a
And
grand
what are
old
we
time.
doing
We're just
today?
chilling. Very interactive stream today. Chit chatting, hanging out. You guys can just start spitballing, bringing up any topics you want to talk about on stream, and I'm down to talk about them. Let's start chit chatting. And in the meantime, we're watching some content. Thank you so much for the 1 month, dude. Can we watch another Try Not to Cringe video?
that
Maybe.
runner just gives himself up. They tag him.
Kendrick versus Drake. I haven't listened to any of the songs all the way through. I don't know any of the drama. Yeah.
He was already out at second, he thought, or maybe he didn't, and no one really knows what's going on.
Let's talk about who you want to be the next U.S. president. Oh boy, yeah. You guys want to get super divisive?
I'm going to break it down for you so you guys know what's going on, and then you can listen to the mayhem that ensued from all the people that had no idea what was going on. So the ball is hit, okay, and then it is caught on the fly right into his glove. The runner on third never tagged up. So he should be out unless he goes back and tags up, but he never tagged up. Now, the does see he's doing the out signal right.
Thoughts on abortion, death penalty, and age of consent. What's the funniest way to answer this? They should honestly just all be the same number.
Right there to say it was caught on the fly.
Do with that information
The
what you
runner
will.
goes back because he sees that he caught it. He's safe, and the umpire says, yes, safe at second, so there's one out. Runner on third still hasn't tagged up.
Let's talk about the possibility of you buying me a Fortnite skin in Fortnite. Absolutely not.
They throw it to first. That
Skip
runner
lagging
got back.
skip lagging flights? I thought it said skip lagging fights. I don't know what skip lagging
And
flights
tagged
is.
up in time. That says no, he's safe. So there's one
Okay,
out.
I want to watch this.
And
actually,
now
'cause
they're
this
like,
is
well, the
interesting.
runner on third, did he not tag up? Let's throw it over there. And
He
they
should
step
be
in the
out there.
bag and they get no reaction.
Can you do
Okay,
reviews
umpires
and-
think he tagged up. Maybe they're like out. No, and then that runner, he's out now. He was called safe. I don't know why that runner left. He must have thought he was called out, but he clearly wasn't. Or that runner thought, well, the runner on third didn't tag,
Excited
so
for the
it's
new
a double
season?
play. So I'm
Of Fortnite? Oh, I was literally about to say of baseball. We're kind of already in this one. Is there a new? When's the new season coming out?
just this inning's over.
I haven't
and
really
I'm
been
leaving.
keeping up with it
The
too
umpires
much.
get together and they're like, "Did he
What's up, son? How
tag?"
you
And
doing, man?
the benches are trying to figure out, yeah, but did he tag? Is he out? Everyone's trying to get it, but I don't know if he caught it or it bounced. It bounced. I thought so too. Yeah. Okay. So the umpires get together and like, but hold
May
up,
24th?
what?
Oh, shit.
In this and that, and they're like, it hit the ground, but it didn't hit the ground. And they say, yeah, the runner scores. The runner scores. So there's one run, and then he's out at third. And they're like, what? He's like, but then you
Thoughts
went
on the current education system? You know what's crazy? From what I've heard, I think it's already different than when I was in school. I graduated high school in 2016. So I've been out of the sort of grade education, the grade school system for like 8 years now. And I think they already grade stuff differently. Like, isn't the whole A, B, C, D, E, F thing gone? There's no E, but A, B, C, D, F, isn't that gone now? Isn't it, isn't there some other type of system that I've heard about? I feel like I've heard of some other system being used. I think my sister's 2 years younger than me, and I think she was even caught up in using something different. No? Maybe for public school systems it changed? It's all the same?
went
I
to
have no idea.
third, and that's
Never mind. That was what I could contribute to the conversation. I don't know. We've had talks about like the education system before. I think there's a lot of kids that like sit around and will make the comments about how like, oh, when am I ever going to use the Pythagorean theorem? Ding. School is like, the primary purpose of school is to like teach you how to learn and how to problem solve and how to have critical thinking skills. And I think those are all good things to have. And so the goal of school is to kind of give you a broad knowledge of things so you can kind of like navigate the world in like an efficient, well-rounded way. As to whether or not you're going to actually use the Pythagorean theorem, probably not. But if you're the idiot that's sitting in class unironically asking that question, then you probably need it more than anybody is the ironic part.
3 outs now. It's the catch and the tag, but the runner had already scored. So they missed that the runner on third didn't tag up. Coach is trying to figure it out. Did you see the ball bounce or no? Says.
When you book a flight with multiple stops, but you get off at the first stop instead of going all the way, it's cheaper to do that sometimes, but illegal. That's considered illegal? Really? Oh, I've heard about shit like this. Yeah, people complain. They're like, well, if that's considered illegal, then it should be considered illegal for airlines to overbook their flights, right? Because isn't that technically what they do? Because they always bank on like a couple people not showing up, so they technically overbook their seats. Do you think they should do stuff like how to do your taxes or how to manage money in school, like grade school, high school? No, I don't. Because I don't think the kids that complain about that stuff wouldn't, one, they wouldn't pay attention to that stuff anyways. That's not what's like holding the bag. And also you don't need to know how to do your taxes in like middle school or high school. Yeah, no, I just don't really think, I don't think any of that stuff really matters now. They can kick you off a flight if they find out, really? Your old editor's in Japan right now? Dude, I saw that Duck is in Japan, or I saw he was going to Japan. I think he took a selfie in the bathroom of him, like in an airport bathroom or something.
No,
that's crazy.
He caught it. See, that's the problem. So players like, that's the problem right away. You missed that it bounced, but it didn't bounce. So he's wrong there, but the umpires are wrong that he tagged up at third.
That is
guys
wild.
called
How long is he in Japan for?
Batter out? Yeah, I did. Okay, well, we got the run. That's good, but it still seems bad. And then the runner is tagged out, so that's 1 out. But he doesn't know the batter is out. Yeah, he tagged him. He doesn't know the batter's out, so he's going from third to... I'm not going to argue anymore. You guys fucked that up. You guys fucked that up, okay? We can all agree. It
was a lot to keep track of, to be fair. So, yeah.
I don't care which way it is because I think we benefited, so I'm going to stop arguing.
We're stuck till doing a subathon, or is that over? No, I'm pretty sure he's live right now. Wait, is he in Japan?
3K, right. Let's do a power hour right now. I would never do a power hour. If Brand comes up the stairs and says, you know what, never mind.
Is he in Japan right now?
One of you guys are going to actually snitch. You little bitches. What up, ProHenis? I'm in Japan.
That's crazy, bro.
Hi, Suhi. How jet lagged are you right now? Bro,
Wait, what time is it in Japan right now? He literally went live 25 minutes ago. That's great. And he's got 800 hours left. Dude, this guy's an actual psychopath.
In my life, it was awful. Never again. What
are your thoughts on toilet paper versus bidets, and which do you think as humans we should be using overall? I've only used a bidet once. I didn't mind it, but it didn't feel as thorough of like a cleaning. I don't know. I think I like the satisfaction of like wiping my asshole and like looking and like on the paper and being like, okay, there's nothing left. But like, if it just squirt, I don't know. It doesn't feel as, maybe the bidet I used was shitty, because I've heard other people talk very highly of bidets, but like for me, dude, it just doesn't feel, yeah, I don't know.
But you guys fucked that up.
It didn't feel like it wasn't confidence inspiring.
Now the catcher is the runner that got tagged out at third, so he's got something to say. He's like, hey, you didn't even call the ball out, or he bounced out. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. It was okay. All right. Well, we didn't.
But then if you wipe, it's technically not completely gone because it's just drying into your skin. No, that's not true. Unless it's just water. Duck is looking at his bidet right now.
Well, I told you that before. Okay, so shut up. Okay.
I get what you're saying, but also if you're bideting it, then you're just squirting water at it, and then what? It's just like flying everywhere. It's gonna like fly to the side of your butt cheek. I don't know. Until we get like laser shit disintegrators where it just like removes the matter from the air. I don't know.
Okay, get out of my face.
You're supposed to wipe first with a bidet? That's probably true. I don't know.
I'm not in your face. Maybe. Let's go then. Let's go. Better not give me any problems. I'm telling you that right now. Don't fucking tell me when to go. That's my job. Oh, God, bro.
Like it's as if you have poop on your hands and just wiped it off on the toilet paper. It would still be there, just dried up. I mean, not necessarily. Not if you cleanly wipe it off. I get what you're saying. Yeah, there's still there. Like if you checked, there's probably still gonna be like particles and remnants of it left in there. Yeah, but like if you do a bidet, you're just like shooting water at it, and it's just gonna go flying.
Let's go. You know what I mean? Now the
I'm working on that laser disintegrator right now.
manager just saw the umpire put his finger in the catcher's face. I'm just talking. Manager comes out giving him shit. Like, what are you doing? Tosses him out. Are you fucking kidding me? What the fuck are you doing? I'm talking to you. You guys fucked up the play. You fucked up the play.
Technically true.
No,
Technically
that's
true.
his fucking play. You watched him tag up? You did not watch him tag up.
Oh, did you see it with your eyes, bro?
Because I heard him tell me that you fucked up. You fucked up. So I think what he's saying is that the runner went to the dugout and was like, Coach, I didn't tag up. They got that wrong. And now this manager kind of knows they fucked up, but it was for his benefit, but he still just wants to rub his face in it and be like, yeah, but you fucked up. You weren't watching. You got it wrong. Even though his team benefited because they got the run scored. But yeah, when it's you fucked up, stop making a scene. I am making a scene, but you don't make a scene and yell at my fucking player. Yes, you did. You did it in his fucking face. Don't fucking do it. Don't talk to my player. Don't fucking touch me. Don't fucking touch me. Don't you fucking talk to my player. He talked to me. Yeah, well, you fucked it up. You don't even know what you're talking about. What were you talking about? I was talking to him about pitches to go. Yeah, right.
You don't even know what you're talking about. You just get in my face because you got the play wrong. Yeah, you don't even know what you fucked it up. You don't even know what you're talking about.
That's what we're talking about. Yeah, okay, sure. You had one fucking job to do. Okay. You had one job to do. Okay, I'm not making the call. I'm not making the call. Or you should. You fucked up. Okay, I'm safe. That was your job. You fucked it up. So that's kind of the ending. I mean, he got the run, but the umpires did mess up, but he's mad. And
damn, that's how you know that guy values integrity. You know what I mean?
Tying run on third base, only one out. This one's brought to you by SeatGeek. You got a breaking ball, top of the zone to Simeon.
Henry, I won my softball game 18-8 today. Hell yeah.
Takes it
Congratulations.
For ball one, breaking ball a little out.
Giovanni, I saw your message. If you can, you should not do that next to someone.
Side strike. Doesn't like the
if there's another, if you can leave a space between, then leave a space between. I do the same thing when I charge my car. I think I charge
2-1. Fastball high. Working the zone with different pitches. 3-1. Goes little cutter or slider, whatever that's in the zone. Doubles it up, full count, change up below the
3 Rangers get ejected at the same time in this video.
Ball 4, no. They say he swung. And then the dugouts.
I always go next to someone. I always stand directly behind someone, and I try to stand at a 45-degree angle right next to them, behind them, and I try to like aim my shot like between their arm. You know what I mean? So like they're standing here, and I try to come right through here. That's my goal.
Yelling at him, and Simmons like, what are you talking about? Bochy,
and I'm like, dude, there's a line. I'm trying to make room for other people to be able to come through.
Manager's like, what are you talking about? I think you did. That's what he says. Well, I'll show you. Use your eyes. Focus. Lock in. Come on now.
I sit on their shoulders when I do it. See, that's alpha. That's how you assert your dominance. I respect that. Timely. Thank you so much for... Is that a re-membership or anything? Nope, it's not. The alert's just highlighted for whatever reason. I don't know. Timely, thank you so much, dude, for stopping by this, for being here. What the fuck? I'm in thank you mode right now. Your message is highlighted on my screen. I don't know how else to describe this. It's highlighted like when a membership alert is highlighted, and my brain just got fucking destroyed right there. I sit on their shoulders when I do it. I thought that was your message along with like a resub or something. Nope. That's just my chat. Just making me look like a fucking idiot.
There's the change-up grip underneath the zone. What do you guys got? You think it's a swing? I bet if your fandom's on the line one way or the other, you have a strong opinion. I bet if you're a third-party fan, you're like, that's an interesting one. That's kind of close because he went.
That's really close. Honestly, that's enough where like I respect the call in the field that he went.
Close because
that wasn't egregious. That was like
fan. You're like.
I totally respect the call of him going there. Come on. The bat's here. You kind of went. He did not go? Bro, really? The bat is over. You can see it. I think he went. That guy swung. That is a swing.
Yeah, that's an interesting.
It's not past the plate. I'm pretty sure it's just supposed to go over the plate. What's considered a swing in baseball? A swing is an attempt at a pitch that is not a bunt. That includes what is referred to as a check swing or a half swing. It's up to the judgment of the umpires if the batter attempted at a pitched ball. Contrary to popular belief, a batter does not have to break his wrist in order to attempt a pitch. Okay, that's the thing I was talking about the other day. What's the rulebook definition of a swing? Okay, let's see this shit. Because I think you're just... Gavin, are you a fan? The only definition given to a swinging strike in the entire 184-page rulebook is the definition of terms in the back. The first definition of a strike is given as a legal pitch, which is struck by the batter and is missed. However, there's no guidance on how to determine when a batter should be ruled to have struck at a pitch. There's no definition of a swing. That hasn't stopped baseball people from breaking, for pretending there is one. You've likely heard announcers refer to as breaking his wrist, breaking the plane of the plate, having intent to swing, simply going around. When trying to... This is dumbfounding in this modern day and age when replay reviews a lot. Is this a... What the fuck am I reading? This isn't even like a... I'm looking for some sort of analysis of like what the actual rules are. See the theories of the check swing call. Perfect example is on Saturday's game, the A's versus Yankees. Yeah, there's going to be disagreements. That looks... Okay, all I'm saying, Gavin, is that... Gavin, are you a Rangers fan?
You're like...
Dude, holy shit. That is a swing. The bat... Okay. So, that answers... So, Gavin, play a little hypothetical with me here. Whatever team you hate the most... Okay, pretend this is one of the players on a team that you hate the most. And you see this exact same swing from a player on a team that you hate. Would you consider that a swing? Come on. In a postseason scenario where, like, every swing counts, it's not a swing? Okay. What would be... If this isn't a swing, what's considered a swing for you? This is a swing. There's no way this in no... I'm a diehard... Dude, honestly, I would consider... If the bat wasn't coming at this angle, if it was like straight down here, I'd probably still consider that a swing. It's when you swing your bat. I hate this Barry guy, dude. He literally provides nothing.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. That's kind of close because he went, but the barrel's not like square. It's like, I don't know. Simeon's like, no. Oh, what?
All I'm saying, too, as long as we're relying on human umpires to stand down the line and who don't have the benefit of doing what I just did and going in slow motion, that, like, yes, the call on the field is respected there. That's a swing. It's not like his swing stopped. It's not like you stopped the bat like here and the umpire called it a swing. That would be egregious. I'd be like, really? But like the bat comes all the way to there. Yeah. That's really close. That's got to be, I mean, are we talking like an inch between a swing or not a swing? That's insane.
That's an interesting one. That's kind of close because he went, but the barrel's not like square. It's like, I don't know. Simeon's like, no. Oh,
was that in the background fake?
Went, but the barrel's not like square. It's like
is this lady real? I don't think that lady's real.
On the line.
I don't think she breaks her facial expression.
One way or the other, you have a strong opinion. I bet if
there she is. Watch her.
You're a third-party fan. You're like, that's an interesting one. That's kind of close because he went, but the barrel's not like square. It's like, I don't know.
That's a poster cut out of a not real human being. We are seeing evidence right here of a not real person.
Oh, Simeon's like, no. Oh, what?
That was an alien.
The next batter steps to the plate.
Impersonating a human being.
2 outs now, and they're still barking from the dugout. Umpire looks in. You can see everybody look in, so they must still be barking. He's like, enough, please.
Henry, you should totes check. Bro, I'm such a fucking boomer loser. I'm thinking you meant to say Tates and then Henry, you should totally check out the video I linked to Discord after this. Okay.
Made my call.
No, that's Lacey. I am dissing myself. That is fucking on me. Holy shit. I just had a fucking aneurysm reading your message and I should not have.
walking in the dugout and he says something fucking ball game. Maybe watch the fucking ball game, or maybe that's the fucking ball game, you know, tying run on third. They bring the iPads out to have a better look. They're looking at it. Everybody's checking it out. Like, let's see what we got here. The game moves on. Ground out for the third.
I'm still waiting for 3 Rangers to get ejected at the same time. We are more than halfway through
Out
this
of the inning, and now they got to take the field. And Simeon's like, you know what? I think I'm going to calmly let him know that I think he should lock in. He walks up and says, the game is on the line. Got to really lock in when the game is on the line. That's a ball. That's ball 4. Ejected. You're out. That's ball 4. I'm having a conversation with you calmly. I didn't say anything about you. Now, the pitching coach.
See, that's a perfect example of like, dude, baseball umpires have to be the bitchiest losers of all, like aficionators of like in the history of sports. They just have to be.
Coach runs out and he's like, hey, what's going on here? Because you fucked up. Now he's thrown out. He's like, you're gone. Why didn't you listen to me? I was just being calm. Now the manager comes. That was a fucking horseshit move to throw out my guy.
Also, here's the other thing I'll say too, and there's our 3rd ejection, by the way. Here's the other thing I'll say. As much as that, I believe that's a swing. That guy, like the egos of these professional sports guys and how much is on the line and blah, blah, blah. There's no way they go back to their dugout and look at the same replay we just watched and they go, I can see why he called it that, right? They're going to confidently walk back out and go, that still wasn't a swing, even after they watch it. You know what I mean? There's no way that guy is admitting. There's no way.
Just being calm. Now the manager, you listen.
There's no way this guy's admitting that it wasn't a swing or that it was a swing. He's not going to go back and have the humility to be like, you know what? I think that was a good call, right? That's not, that outcome doesn't exist in this world. He's going to fight it just because of the ego of these guys and whatever's, you know.
Listen to me. Guys, you're gone. 3 guys ejected in between the break, and now Bochy's going to just alpha him. I'm taller than you. My head's twice the size of your head. I've been in baseball longer. I chew gum better. I wear my uniform nicer. You're done. Simeon's done. Manager's done.
Tomorrow? My mom is out of town, unfortunately. But my sister and I sent her flowers, and she got them today. We FaceTime today, so that was nice. I'll probably call her.
They're still looking at it like, I don't know. What do you think? You guys, I see it. I don't know. Maybe it's a little closer than we thought. It's okay. I don't know. This one was brought to you by.
Come on. This whole YouTube video onto that stuff, but the umpires can do whatever they want because they're in a union, so they don't really have any consequences. It was a good video, though. Interesting. Yeah, I totally, yeah. Well, I've heard about all the union shit because people complain about Angel Hernandez, too. Pitcher gets ejected after throwing 1 pitch. That's awesome. Manager tells umpire he needs to retire. Oh, this will be good.
First, Ollie. Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that one. Let's see what happens, though, in this at-bat.
Let's see what happens in this at-bat. Maybe Stevie Buckner misses a couple more pitches because that's what he's been doing all game, all career, and the announcers know it so bad they're making bets on which manager is going to get ejected first. This one's brought to you by DraftKings. Let's watch what happens outside. Sure, 1-1 count for Merrill Kelly. That one's low. 2-1. That one's low. No, that's a strike. Batter's like this. Umpire looks at the manager like, got something to say about that one? Ollie's like, no, but yes, that one is a ball. Pitcher and catcher are like, what? He's like, got something to say about that one? And Marmal's like no, laughing. But Torey Lavella's like, I think I do.
Is that the same ump?
I think I'm mad at you here. And now you understand what the broadcasters are saying when they're saying which one's going to get ejected first. Because he's just missing calls wildly on both sides. And that's ball 4.
I mean, that is
so
a ball,
we got a lead-off
that last
walk.
One was a strike.
And Kelly, the pitcher, is like, we shouldn't have a leadoff walk. This stinks. All right, CB looking at St. Louis bench, and Torey Lavella's like, I got a problem with you. Look at me. Look at me. Why are you picking it with him? I'm mad at you. That's outside. That one breaks away. That's outside. 2-0 is the count. The next pitch, up, that's up. It's a good pitch, but it's up. So 3-0. There you go. You got a strike. And then outside. They wanted that call. Maybe it's outside. Ball 2. And Torey Lavella's like,
according to that graph, it's outside.
A fight with him. I'm trying to pick a fight with you because it's back-to-back walks. And now Goldie's up MVP. Oh, okay. Goldie's out. But
nice.
Arenado's up.
What's up, man?
That pitch is a ball inside. Strike. What? Arenado with a double take, just a fabulous double take. Hey, you're gone.
Oh,
Fucking leave.
get out of here.
Marmal's
Hey, moment of silence for all of our FTX investors out there.
gonna come get his money's worth. He's gonna say, "You've been fucking horse shit the whole game." CB's just gonna stand there, smirk, wipe the sweat off, let him yell at him a little bit. He says, 0 for 3 the whole game. Been horrible. We got a fucking database on you. We don't know what you're doing. Those guys over there, they don't know what the fuck you're doing. That's why you're not in the game anymore. You need to get the fuck out of the game. Just as much as you. You know why? Just as much as you. Done. Your time is fucking done. Your time was done at 22. You need to go home and fucking retire. You just fucking got here. Because you're horse shit. You just fucking got here. I don't ever want to see your face again. You just got here. It's time for you to fucking go. You just got here. Your time is up. You think you're somebody? You just got here. You just got here. You just got here. You just got here. Kids waving goodbye in the back. He's got here. You just got here. Kids waving goodbye in the back. He's got here.
That's me in the background. See you later. Everybody, that's everybody else. When I ban somebody, that's everybody else in chat. Just see ya.
Marmal walks off. CB gets his pad out, his pen out. Marmal goes to the clubhouse. He says, okay, what just happened? What was it again? Oh, yeah. I missed some calls. Then we debated over who is more involved in the game, umpires or managers. And here's the pitch a second time with the announcers and their reaction to an Arenado's double take. So you got one broadcast taking bets on which manager is going to get ejected first because the umping's been so bad. And then you got another broadcast just straight up laughing at the pitch and Arenado's reaction to the bad call. And you got this breakdown being brought to you by DraftKings. And
where did John Boy go, dude? What happened to him? What happened to John Boy, bruh? Where is he? Does anybody know? Guy dates 4 girls at the same time. Darn, man, you have to stop coming out with videos about my life. Oh, first like the billionaire ones, and then these ones, like the handsome guy reveals his face at school. Kid drops out of school to pursue YouTube. I'm getting really sick and tired of Darman hijacking my life and turning it into content. Yo, what's up, Darman fam? I hope you enjoyed that video. Oh, yes. Where did you put this video? 6 most disturbing camping encounters caught on camera. How are you? I'm doing pretty good, man. How you doing?
Since 2017, a YouTuber named Phil has been uploading videos of his hiking trips to his channel Hike Slam, where he gives his viewers a glimpse into everything he does to prepare for a long hike, camp alone in the middle of the woods, choose the right hiking gear, and pretty much everything related to the outdoors. On the night before Thanksgiving 2021, Phil went on an overnight hike to camp on the Appalachian Trail near his house in Virginia.
The what?
2021, Phil went on an overnight hike to camp on the Appalachian Trail.
Okay. Good to see that you've done your research on how to pronounce the Appalachian Trail.
Near his house in Virginia. For the first half hour of his hike, things kick off pretty normally, but after a while, he finds some odd-looking trash lying on the side of the trail. Strangely,
the Appalachian
there appears to be
Trail.
some writing on some of the containers he finds, which appear to be song lyrics, though it's hard to imagine why anyone would go through the trouble of writing out entire songs or poems on a plastic container only to later throw it on the side of the trail. As he crosses the boundary into the wilderness, things continue to get stranger and stranger, and as he nears the campsite, Phil finds another series of disturbing notes.
The weirdness continues. What the?
Trash pickup courtesy of... We all got to duck when the shit hits the fan. I've used this in posts and messages. I mean, this is fake, right? This has to be fake.
Dead duck here.
Some of the notes appear to contain cryptic poems. Others seem to talk about pretty
because like this paper's in excellent condition for it to be out here for days, right? Like this must have just been out here. The paper's now wet. It's not like crinkled. It doesn't look like, you know what I mean?
Conspiracy theories and undercover federal agents or something, and the rest appear to be biographical, with whoever wrote them.
Did that say Fed nuts?
Telling parts of their story. It's tough to confirm if the person who wrote the notes was the same person who killed the duck, but honestly, it would be too much of a coincidence for the dead duck to be lying right there next to the series of creepy notes, which were obviously placed there recently considering they're in good condition and not wet. After taking in the eerie scene, Phil notices a tarp and a fire next to a campsite about 20 yards away from the notes and the dead duck. Staying as far away as possible from the campsite, he continues making his way up to a shelter. Although this next part wasn't caught on camera, Phil then reported that he saw two women coming down.
Okay. So, just the vibe already that I'm getting, and from the story that we've gotten so far, there does seem to be a lot of gaps in this video.
On the trail with their dog, asking him if he had seen the guy who was leaving the creepy notes and dead animals on the side of the trail. When Phil mentioned he saw a campsite and a fire a few yards away from the notes, the woman got scared and asked him to walk back to their car with them. Thinking it was probably a good idea to move as far away as possible from the campsite anyway, Phil went back with them and then started hiking in the other direction to find a safer place to spend the night.
I went for a walk.
Fortunately, the rest of his hike to the new shelter was a lot more uneventful for Phil, and once he got there, he was able to set up a camp for the night, light a fire, and enjoy his dinner miles away from the disturbing notes he found. A few minutes later, once it got dark, Phil decided to go into the shelter and check out the camp log and see some of the notes and stories other hikers had left behind, and that's when things get extremely creepy again.
I'm gonna check out the shelter log here. I hang out by the fire. Almost every shelter on the Appalachian Trail has a shelter log where people write in their trail names and what's going on. They can write whatever they want in there. So it's kind of cool tradition here. So let's see what this one says. Little engine, back section. Hiking again finally. It's nice and little trail magic. Some comics and writing and stuff. Alright, let's see what's happened recently. Holy crap. Wait a second. Hold on, I'm adjust the camera here. This writing looks almost exactly like the writing that was on that garbage a couple of miles from here.
Even though the shelter where Phil's currently staying at is more than 2 miles away and on the other side of the road from the previous one, the handwriting in the camp log is exactly the same as the handwriting that was on the notes and garbage on the other side of the road. This is pretty disturbing in itself, but it gets even more so when Phil starts to actually read some of the content in the logbook.
In 2018, while I was incarcerated at the Okaloosa County Jail, what the heck? In solitary confinement, I figured the following out. Refer to Isaiah 28:15 through 9. This is the same ramblings from the guy.
You're gonna gaming tonight? Maybe. Yeah.
That was on the other side of the river. That's kind of scary. Kind of weird. Those women down there said they were going to call the police on the guy. Wow, this is weird. It's just like it goes in one direction, then immediately goes in a completely different direction. And there's just so much of it. Like this line up here. Think grave robbery in an attempt to obscure the reality of little Mrs. Wolf. Content. Come up with some more of those wicked schemes, JB and company. so I can show some more of your true character.
The fact that there's a convicted felon walking around the woods leaving dark and weird notes all over the place is extremely concerning, and based on the kinds of stuff the guy is writing, he's probably not in his right mind. This could obviously be dangerous for Phil, especially since it's already pretty dark and he doesn't appear to have anything to defend himself with. As he gets ready to go to sleep in his tent, Phil walks back to the shelter once more, where he finds half a Gatorade bottle hanging from a string on the ceiling with a note in the same guy's handwriting that reads, "Watch out for Yeet Mouse, the dead do walk and talk." Understandably creeped out by yet another disturbing note, Phil tries to fall asleep in his tent, obviously a little on edge from everything that happened that day. The last thing you'd want to happen if you were in Phil's position.
Did anybody get my Gap joke earlier? Did anybody get it or no?
Would probably be to start hearing strange noises near the shelter in the middle of the night, and that's exactly what happened. While he was falling asleep, he heard something moving near the shelter, and as he poked his head out of the tent, he saw a single guy with a headlamp walking around the shelter.
I didn't hear it. It was back when, he was back like right here when he was talking. I was like, huh. I was like, I don't know, guys. Just from the vibe that I'm getting and his story, there just seems to be a lot of gaps in this story.
Not wanting to find out if it was the same guy who had been leaving notes, he quietly made his way back to the truck in the middle of the night, checking over his shoulder the entire way to make sure he wasn't being followed. Luckily, he made it back home safely, and as of 2024, he hasn't uploaded another video about the strange notes he found on the Appalachian Trail.
The Appalachian Trail?
It's pretty likely that dozens of other hikers after him came across the disturbing notes and the dead duck, but we'll probably never know who exactly the guy who wrote them was, or what he would have done if he ran into any unsuspecting campers. Grizzly Gaz is a camping channel on YouTube consisting of dozens of videos featuring Gaz, the uploader, going on hiking and camping trips.
Okay, so right off the rip, are we getting the vibe that this guy... Alien encounter in Wild Moor. Proof aliens exist? The most terrifying camping video ever. Unexplained, caught on camera. He sent his minions to destroy me. UFO hotspot?
In the
That's what the one of them.
Okay, with his French bulldog named Fendi. In a lot of his videos, he goes camping in some pretty extreme conditions, and he often shows footage of his unexpected encounters with big animals in the middle of the woods. In April 2023, Gaz uploaded a video of a camping trip he made somewhere in the woods in the UK. The first part of the camping trip goes pretty much according to plan, with the footage showing Gaz setting up his tent and chopping wood to make a fire while his dog Fendi keeps him company as the sun begins to set. This next part wasn't shown in the footage, but as Gaz started to prepare his steak dinner over the fire, a random man in jeans and a coat approached his campsite and asked him for a beer and some food.
Right, we've got steaks on go now. Bit of ribeye.
Oh, so good.
Pot boiling for some mash. And I've got a visitor. Creeped up behind me asking me if I had a light in my pants. This is Martin anyway.
Hey. What's up, Zach?
I don't know him, but he's stopping for a steak, so...
Just some random crate wandering about.
You went round here in a poncho a couple of months ago, were you?
I don't think I was. I could have been.
Although the encounter with the man itself was pretty tame, it's still pretty creepy to be camping in the woods in the middle of nowhere and suddenly be approached by a random guy asking for things.
It's probably
if
a UFO.
If you listen closely to what he's saying,
or an alien.
Some of the guy's sentences are a little incoherent, and he appears to ramble a bit when he talks, almost like he's kind of out of it. Later in the footage, Gaz reveals that Martin was homeless, and that as they shared their dinner, he told Gaz his story about how he had ruined his life with drugs, and how he had ended up walking alone in the woods that day. Disturbingly, Gaz also mentioned that while they were having dinner, he turned around for a few seconds to chop some more wood to keep the fire going, and when he turned back...
They fell in love and did crazy things in that camp. You guys would...
Back around...
They recorded that too, but you'll find that on his other channel.
Martin had left the campsite unannounced without even thanking Gaz for...
Have you ever explored the body of an alien?
the food. After the strange encounter, the uploader decided to leave the campsite and head home out of fear that the man would possibly tell his friends about meeting some guy camping out in the middle of the woods with expensive filming equipment lying around and suggest robbing him or possibly worse. To see if Martin would come back in the middle of the night with possibly ill intentions, Gaz actually left a trail camera on the tree at the campsite to capture everything that happened that night. Based on his behavior, it's pretty hard to gauge Martin's intentions and know whether he was just confused and possibly under the influence, or if he had something more sinister planned that evening. Either way, it's probably a good thing that Gaz left the campsite and didn't go back until the next morning, especially since when he did go back, his trail camera that he had left was completely gone. Creepy Outdoors is a channel where the uploader frequently shows footage of his nighttime visits to sketchy outdoor locations during all 4 seasons. In October 2022, Creepy Outdoors uploaded a video of a camping trip he took to an unnamed forest in the middle of nowhere, recording everything he saw as he explored some of the surrounding woods in the darkness. For the first few minutes, all you can hear is the guy's breathing.
This literally looks like Slender
You can't
Man.
help but be kind of amazed at how brave it is to visit a dark forest in the middle of nowhere all alone, not knowing if you're going to run into potentially hostile animals or something else.
React to slapped ham?
As the
What's
video
that?
progresses, the uploader makes a few comments and observations on his surroundings, and throughout the footage, there doesn't appear to be anyone else in the forest with him. Around 13 minutes in, though, an extremely disturbing sound takes the footage in a pretty dark direction.
Is it just going to be a scream?
Oh. Oh, hi. What? I need to get out of here. Oh, boy. Oh.
Oh, hi.
Okay. That was creepy. I need to get out of here.
Oh, hi.
In the distance, probably a couple of 100 feet away from the uploader, a voice yells, "I see you." It's possible that the disturbing sound was made by a coyote or a fox, but because
Oh. Oh, hi.
Welcome
Zach,
to
thank you so much for the 45 months, dude. I
How
appreciate it.
tough are
I went to the toilet. It sucks. There's no toilet paper, Zach. When
I
you're
went to
sitting
the
on the
toilet, it
john and the
sucks.
toilet paper's gone,
There's
be
no
a man,
toilet
use your
paper.
hand, doop, doo-doo-doo-doo,
Frowning
doo-doo.
face.
almost as if they were waiting for that to happen to yell out something disturbing. Luckily, the uploader was
Thank you
able
so
to
much
make
for
it
the
back to his
45 months,
campsite
though, Zach. Holy shit. Thank you.
safely and has continued uploading outdoor footage to this day. Sam is a YouTuber from Cleveland, Ohio, who's been uploading videos of his stealth camping trips to his channel, The Northwest Wind, since 2016. For those of you who don't know, stealth camping just means parking your camper van pretty much anywhere without paying for parking, and people do it anywhere from residential neighborhoods to the middle of nowhere. In January 2024, Sam uploaded footage of his stealth camping trip to the woods in Cleveland, leaving his camper van at a local dog park a few hundred yards away. On his way into the woods, he finds a camping tent that's been shredded to pieces, which is honestly a little creepy, but he keeps going anyway. After setting up his tent in the woods, he starts cooking dinner on a camping stove. As the sun starts to set, he sees a couple
doesn't cook like grilling a steak over like a fire that you made out in the woods, like a thick ribeye with like bringing your own seasoning and like eating it outdoors. Doesn't that just sound? My mouth is salivating right now just thinking
people
about
walking by the campsite, and this is when he
Oh my
mentions that he's
God.
getting a
That
bad
just
vibe
sounds so
and feels
good.
like he's possibly in danger from them. Most experienced campers, the sun starts to set, he sees a couple of people walking by the campsite, and this is when he mentions that he's getting a bad vibe and feels like he's possibly in danger from them. Most experienced campers would probably tell you that if your gut is telling you something's wrong, you should probably call it a day and leave, but Sam decided to stick it out for the night and kept on recording. As soon as he settles down in his tent to get some sleep, things start to get very creepy.
There's somebody, hang on. I don't know if they can see it or not through the tent. I don't think so. I'm leaning right up against the light, but somebody's walking around out there very close to the tent.
As the seconds pass by, the footsteps outside seem to get louder and louder. At one point, Sam calls out to whoever's out there, but at first he doesn't get a response. It's only after he calls out for about the 5th time that every camper's worst nightmare starts to become a reality for Sam.
We're walking around outside in circles. Hello? Hello? All right, I don't like this. Hello? Hello? They're touching my tent. Stop. Hello? Hello? All right, I'm getting out of here. Hello? Hello? I don't know what this is, but we're getting out of here. Hang on. Hello? Okay, they're walking away now. What do you want? What do you want? I have a knife. Where's my knife? With me. With me here. Holy crap. Get away. What do you want? Hello? I can't see you. Hello? All right, I'm getting out of here. We're getting out of here.
One thing that a lot of people in the comments of Sam's video have pointed out is that if you're being stalked or attacked by a stranger in the middle of the woods, it's probably not a good idea to show weakness by saying things like, I can't see you, I'm spooked, and I don't like this. After this, the attackers apparently leave the campsite, but as soon as he steps out of the tent, Sam sees them standing eerily in the woods just a few feet away from him.
They collapsed my tent on me. I don't know which way they went. I think they went this way. I see you. Get away! All right, I'm spooked. I don't like this. Get my headlamp on and we're getting out of here right now. They're just standing there. They're just standing there. What do you want? Leave me alone!
Completely freaking out after the disturbing encounter, he obviously decides to call it a night and head back to his van in the park. But things only continue to get worse for Sam.
All right, they're moving again. I don't know. I'm getting out of here. We're going. I'll come back for this some other time. All right, out of here. I'm leaving. Don't follow me. I don't know where to go. I don't know which way to get out of here. I smell your cigarette. I can hear you. I hear you.
As he's making his way back to the park, he looks back at the campsite and sees the attackers stealing his things, but he decides to leave his stuff behind, terrified for his life. As he's running through the woods now, he turns back and sees his attackers chasing him.
This has got to lead back to the main trail. I don't know where they are. It's all foggy up here. I got water in my headlamp. I don't know where to go. I don't see or hear anybody anymore.
Wouldn't you go back to his truck?
I hear them coming. Can't see the shadow. Here's a path. Okay, get me there. I'm recording
Aaron, what's
all
up, man?
this. I'm calling up police. All right, I'm back on the path. Back on the path. Okay. Okay.
Aaron, what's going on, man?
Get away from me!
What are we watching? 6 most disturbing camping encounters caught on camera. There you go.
After making it back to his van safely, he drove home and gave his viewers a recap of everything that happened. As you can imagine, a lot of people in the comments accused the uploader of staging the video, mentioning that nobody in their right mind would continue to record as they sprint through the woods in the dark. But his reaction seems pretty genuine to me. Different people act different ways in situations of stress. As for who the 2 guys who stalked and attacked him were and what they wanted, it's really anyone's guess. If what they did to Sam was some kind of joke, that's a pretty messed up joke to play on someone. But because the uploader confirmed that they didn't end up stealing his stuff when he went back the following morning, it's also clear that looting the campsite wasn't really their main focus. We can't really know what they would have done to him if he hadn't run from the campsite, but at any rate, it's probably a good thing he did. Love Sundays is a camping channel on YouTube run by a guy named Sean, who uploads some pretty cool footage of his solo camping trips everywhere in the UK. In February 2024, he uploaded a video where he left his van on the side of the road next to the woods, and then went to do some exploring, jumping over a fence to walk through the woods. After that, Sean makes his way back to his van to make dinner, where he then heads out once again for
Dude,
an
living in
evening
one of these vans, it sounds so sick. Like living in a bus or something. Doesn't it sound so dope?
Upon his return to the van, he goes to bed at about 9 p.m., but at 3 in the morning, things start to get a little disturbing.
All being well, I'll see you in the morning. Good night. A car's just pulled up, and it sounds like they're walking around the van.
Yeah, right, Barry? Just driving around exploring. Your house is always with you.
As soon as Sean pulls back the curtains, the people who were walking around the van get back in their car. When he put his head out the window to see what was going on, the car drove away, leaving him alone for the rest of the night. It wasn't until the next morning that Sean realized what the visitors had done to his van.
Right, well, I think we should at least go outside and see how miserable the weather is. My door's stuck. What the actual... See that? So here's... There's obviously just people wanting to talk about and just be funny, I guess, but how dangerous is that, locking someone in their van? Let me check the back door. Well, there's nothing on this one because they wouldn't have been able to tie it to anything, would they? There's no way they could have done that door anyway.
Honestly, the craziest thing is this one feels the most real out of all of them.
Someone would want to lock a stranger in their van is anyone's guess, and
this one feels the most real. Like, this has the biggest, like, possibility of actually being real.
the only reasonable explanation I can think of is that maybe they were trying to steal the diesel from the van and put the zip ties on the door in case Sean realized what was happening and attempted to get out to stop them. It could have also been a local who didn't want anyone parking their camping van in that area, but we'll likely never know. Luckily, after he cut the zip ties off, he made it back home unharmed and has continued uploading videos of his camping adventures in the UK.
Huh, I don't know. What channel is that? I don't know. They give a shout out to the channel at the beginning. Love Sundays. Chilling Stories is the name of this channel. Anyone see the Northern Lights last night? No, I didn't. And I live in New Hampshire. I was apparently in a great place to be able to see it. But yeah, no, I didn't see him, unfortunately. I want to grab a snack, dude. I am hungry right now. Do 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 do. We're supposed to be here for the next 2 nights. Yeah, that's what I heard too. But then I also heard stuff like, oh, it like last night was supposed to be the best night to be able to see them, and now, yeah, I don't know. I don't even know like where to look. I'd have to get where I am. Yo, Kevin, what's up, man? You should open some CS:GO cases, dude. Oh, did I just lose internet? Are we good? Did it just recover? Okay, I think we recovered. Let's go ahead and watch an Idiots in Cars. I'm gonna grab a snack. Chat, I'll be right back.
Oh, you okay? Yeah. Oh my God.
Who hit us?
It's we're in an accident.
I know.
Okay,
I'm okay.
calm down.
Okay. And then I still.
Jesus, chat, that first smash that I saw was brutal, wasn't it? The music. Oh god, the bikers. Oh, Jesus Christ. Uh-oh. Boom. Hey, at least you live in a tropical place with palm trees, right? Yeah. Did you watch Kevin Hart Funny Moments? I'm always down to watch funny moments and stuff like that. The problem is, though, like, funny moment compilations always get my streams taken down because the content usually belongs to somebody else. Like, any Kevin Hart stuff is most likely going to be copyrighted. Might be able to, though. You know what, YouTube? You know what would be an awesome feature for YouTube to add? If there was some sort of creator feature. Did we recover? Okay, I think we're back. I don't know what just happened. My OBS just went from like full to 0 in like a blink. Like that was just a cutoff. Holy shit. I think we're back though, right? We're here, right guys? We're here? Type 3 in the chat if you guys can see me and hear me right now. Okay, yeah. We're live. Okay, here's what I was saying. You know what would be such a sick feature for YouTube to add? It wouldn't be enabled by default, but like if on creator accounts or just any account that you wanted to, you could go into like your account settings. So like I could go into my ProHenis highlight account settings and say like, indicate for me if I watch a video, if I'm going to be able to make money off of it. That would be so freaking cool. Right? I could like pop on a video and be like, am I going to get claimed for this? And then I would know whether or not I could watch it on stream. Because YouTube should be able to do that sort of, YouTube does that check in the background. Like they should know the video, like, you know what I mean? I wonder if there's some, like, I wonder if you could make that extension. I wonder if you could make that extension. Because I wonder if you could make an API call from the video to see where it's been. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, wait. This guy just nut? Was he? Jesus. Come on, man. How much do you like hitting cars? Holy shit. A tire just came off? Oh, fuck.
You okay? You all right?
Somebody's got to be driving that car, right? Literally, my only thought was, is the car stolen? They all reacted in a weird way. They took the tire, and then there was like 6 of them all in that car, too. Why just leave like that? Seems like weird behavior, no? Just bail on the car, and then some dude speeds away and leaves the other dude? I don't know. Part of that feels like a... I don't know, if you're driving that recklessly too. Yeah, I don't know. Who knows? That guy's cool. Oh, is he brake checking? Nice. Nice.
Yeah. I think it's youngest daughter's
Is he flipping him off?
Is your maid? Yes. So, no. Don't drive like an idiot! Get out of here! Yeah. January 18th. Okay, so what would your youngest daughter be? That right?
Chat, remember how earlier we were talking about people in school who complain about how the Pythagorean theorem is going to do nothing for their life later on. This is one of those fucking dumbasses that would sit in class and be like, when am I ever going to know the Pythagorean theorem? This guy unironically missed the fucking plot. Okay?
I want to make sure your codes aren't child passwords.
And what is this? What is this truck doing here now?
Youngest daughter.
What's going on here?
The day after mine, which is 21st.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Yeah.
Also, how much of a dumbass do you have to be to brake check an 18-wheeler? You know you're gonna lose, right? Right? Like, you know you're gonna get turned into a fucking pancake if you play that game and fuck up. Like, you don't, there's not, you know what I mean? It's like when the little chihuahua goes after the German Shepherd. Like, you're just gonna get fucked.
Shit, this car spun out. Shit, I just saw it come through. I gotta hang up on you.
Okay, you okay? You're
Yeah,
okay?
yeah. I'm gonna call 911, okay?
Holy shit. That's actually unironically fucking terrifying. Holy shit, that was so real. Jesus fucking Christ. Picture how long they've probably been driving for too, right? On a wide open road like this. Literally don't see another car. Holy shit. Your heart rate has to be going through the fucking roof, dude. Jesus Christ.
John Ratzenberger burn or like were we burning today's exercise? I'll throw one back. Good pick. I had Toy Story at 3 in Blockbuster, and I did not think landing the 6th pick.
Did you think I was going to take Toy Story?
No,
Blockbuster is getting thinner.
Like I said, yeah.
So if you don't have your Blockbuster,
great.
Anytime I see a biker channel, it's always like some fucking middle-aged dude that's just like trying to run away from the cops. It's like, bro, you've chosen the wrong fucking hobby, dude, okay? And then it's always like somehow cool. It gives it gives off the craziest peaked in high school energy. Holy shit. Let's be real, you'll probably brake check an 18-wheeler. That's why let's be real, you'd probably brake check an 18-wheeler. That's why you're so bad at death runs. What? I would never brake check an 18-wheeler. And Dodo, I'll have you know that I beat the Death Run 2024. So I'm actually the best. Okay?
We all burn, 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 and die. Down the line, we all burn, 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 and
Pretty song. I love brake checking Tesla drivers. Good. All they deserve it. Tesla drivers are assholes.
That was nice to have.
Jesus Christ, the blown out audio on that man.
Holy shit.
They just fucked up.
He's like, my fault, my fault.
Fucked up.
My fault, my fault.
It happens.
Shit, fuck. What part did you think that was okay, dude?
Everybody loses empathy in those moments. That's the most tame thing we're going to see here today. And people still react the same way. Isn't that crazy? People are like, what the fuck? You fucking dumbass fucking... Dude, it's so funny. Like, the amount of hostility that people have. If you put, like, a plane of glass and, like, 3 feet of asphalt between you and another human being, there is no limit to the shit that will come out of your mouth, bro. Everybody, you'll say the craziest, wildest shit, and then you'll see them in the parking lot, and you'll be like, Oh, you know, it actually really wasn't that big of a deal. Like, bro, people in their cars talk the craziest shit. Based. Is that a cop car? If it is, it's unmarked. I'm just looking at the antenna on the back. Yeah, that is. Wait, that's literally a cop car. Alpha. Sassy Henry's coming out. I'll fucking do it, dude. Oh, wait, it's not? Or is this the same video?
Oh, you better have a good reason for cutting me off on that highway exit.
Cutting you off?
Yes, sir.
I was actually going to a call.
Well, you did not have your lights on, and you cut over from the left lane.
I did.
And cut me off in the exit.
Right before I moved over.
I didn't know who was talking.
Okay, that's fine. If you had lights and sirens on, I would have made room, but you cut right over from the left lane.
Exactly the speed limit, and you were 4 car lengths behind me when I started moving over. So were you speeding?
Nope.
I don't know about that. You were speeding when you came up and passed me the first time.
Did the cop really? Wait, why is he even pulling him over? No, I think the cop confronted him. Didn't the cop say, is there a reason you cut me off at the exit back there? What world is this? LMAO Henry, no? The cop's waiting here. You have it backwards? No, listen. I gotta pay attention to the voices.
Oh, you better have a good reason for cutting me off on that highway exit.
Cutting you off?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay, no. That's definitely the driver talking.
Actually going to a call.
Okay, yeah,
Well,
that was the driver talking.
You did not have your lights on, and you cut over from the left.
Ignored my comment? The Flash, what was your comment? I see you type exclamation point hours in chat. I didn't see another comment from you.
Lane.
I did.
And cut me off in the exit.
Call right before I moved over.
Okay, that's fine. If you had lights and sirens on, I would have made room, but you cut.
Not even
right
lights and sirens. You didn't even have a blinker on.
Exactly the speed limit, and you were 4 car lengths behind me when I started moving over. So were you speeding?
Nope.
You gonna go back to zombies ever? I'm sure all the zombies again at some point, yeah.
I don't know about that. You were speeding when you came up and passed me the first time, but I let you go by. I never used my radar.
I got you on dash cam.
Okay, that's fine.
All right.
Wait, so why was the cop waiting for him, though? I'm confused. Because what was this guy...
More power to you. You flipped me off. I mean,
that's fine. That's First Amendment protected right.
You're welcome to do it. I just wanted to make sure there wasn't an issue.
Nope, no issue.
Okay.
All righty.
All right.
He pulled him over because he flipped him off?
License with you?
Sure do.
Okay. There you go, sir.
Thank you.
Appreciate everything on there is correct?
Yep.
Okay. And a good contact number? 6. All righty. Thank you, man.
Yep.
Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. I mean, whatever, I guess. Right. Also, this cop cut across 3 lanes of traffic. Let's just fucking... This cop car is in the left lane. This cop car is all the way over here. No blinker. No blinker. Oh, no, he did have a blinker. Okay, he did. Right up until the very end. I mean, was this guy driving this car having a shitty day or something? That's not the craziest thing ever. Also, it is a cop. I mean, yeah, whatever. Fucking. What are you gonna do? Another cop car. Oh, he doesn't see. Blind spot.
Do we not use signals?
Ooh. Ooh. Do we not use signals, bitch? Holy. Oh. Holy. Ho All right. Jesus Christ. What the hell is happening in this person's car? Are they purposely being fucking... What the fuck? Tesla driver? For sure. That's a Tesla driver. That makes me mad is that cops break the law and get away with it. I assume when they respond to their call. This one was just driving around. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that is just the... It's like, they are just people, and they are going to speed, and they are going to, like, fuck up on their blinkers probably sometimes. Oh, my God. Wait, okay. Oh, so this car just definitely thought he was going to keep going because the light was yellow. Or did this car kind of slam on the brakes? Maybe, I don't know. Cop says I got a call. Bro pulls the guy over for flipping him off. So dumb. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, he starts braking here, and it looks like he's probably... Yeah, it looks like he's only 2 dashes away. Yeah. Fuck. This guy was just not paying attention. The thing is, too, when it comes to driving, it's just about being, like... You just have to be... Like, you have to be able to read the body language of... Your car's body language has to be able to be read by other people. Like, you've got to be predictable. You know what I mean? What car do you have? I drive a Tesla. Model S. Of course you do. What does that mean? Of course you do. What does that mean? You just said the Tesla drivers are assholes? Yeah. Well, because my chat will always make jokes about how, like, oh, that's a Tesla driver. I flip off Tesla drivers. I hate Tesla drivers. And then I'm like, I agree. Yeah, I just fucking play along. Henry, surprised you're not on that channel yet? I'm trying to think if I've ever been in any, like, close call accidents. I don't think I ever have. It's so funny, too, because I'm like, I literally am of the, like, I'm scared, not scared, but, like, terrified to get a fucking dash cam, because I feel like everybody who has a dash cam, dude, fucking gets in accidents. It's like the cameraman, you survive, but you see the craziest shit. You know what I mean? Do you watch Wham Bam Tesla Cam? No. Chads look at Tesla cars and kick them over. How can you hate Tesla drivers? But how can you hate Tesla drivers, but you hate them? Have one? That's fucked. Because I don't actually hate Tesla drivers. Damn. Still fucking going.
I don't want to have anything to do with you guys.
We don't. We don't either.
Stop running your mouth at me and I won't react to you.
Got it.
I want nothing.
Okay. We're not all like this, guys. Please. I can feel the judgment from chat right now, okay? I don't drive one of these, all right? Relax. Okay, my stream went out, but we're back. Okay.
Got it.
I want nothing more than to rip off your head and spit down your throats.
Is he talking to a bicyclist? Is this guy recording this on a bike? And he's in A literal tank of a car talking shit to a bicyclist? Okay.
We don't either.
Stop running your mouth at me and I won't react to you.
Got it.
I want nothing more than to rip off your head and spit down your throats.
Got it. Yeah, we're sorry.
You cyclists screw up all the streets.
Okay.
Like you're unbearable. You run.
Do you think they woke him up from a nap or something? Like his Tesla like alert system that like detects other pedestrians and cars and bicyclists in the area like started like beeping or something, and he was like, oh.
Run around in your spandex and your baggy little helmets.
Is that what you say to people, Henry? Yeah. I usually throw in really inappropriate remarks about their gender or their race as well. I'll go all in. That's usually what I do. Yeah. This guy's being a little bit of a wimp compared to how most of us real Tesla drivers operate on the roads.
And then you run your mouth at me as I try to drive to work? You're such bitches.
Says the dude driving a literal fucking tank, bro. Holy shit. This gives off the pussiest energy of all time. This is insane.
Sorry about that.
I'm sorry Elon Musk said things that hurt your feelings.
No, we were just trying to poke fun at the gas pedal issue.
Yeah, you're trying to be a bitch.
Oh, sorry.
Eric, what's up, man? He ignores everyone, like for real, for real. Who am I ignoring? Are you talking about me? Henry ignored my comment. Chat, please do not get me triggered. I will go off, please.
Sorry. Yeah, yeah. We were honestly, it was just the recent the gas pedal headlines. The recall.
People when you're on your bike because they drive by.
Well, we get
Bro, no, there's no cars coming for a while. You can make your turn now. You're actually holding. I'm picturing 50 cars behind him.
We get heckled a lot by people in cars, and we're sorry. We're just being stupid kids.
He ignored my comment too. You're the shimmer. Your job is to read. Kid Chaotic, I'm sorry. I did miss your message. Hey, Hennis, been following you since you played with Nick A30. Do you miss those days? Yeah. Those days were fun. I missed the Fortnite Friday days. Those were fun. I think I did, did I do 3 of those tournaments with Nick A30, I think? Yeah, those were fun. Those were the good old days, man.
Yeah. Honestly.
Someday you're going to say the wrong thing to the wrong dude.
Oh. What are you gonna do? Pull out your water gun from your fucking... Is a little turret?
Understood, yeah. Sorry.
Bro, Jesus Christ. Take the fucking joke and move along. I would love to see this full interaction to figure out if this was warranted or not. Fuck. I'm actually so pissed that this was cut right when this guy started fucking yelling at them. Because there is a possibility that these guys on the bikes were being fucking annoying and obnoxious than everything this guy. And I could start to like understand why this guy snapped a little bit. You know what I mean? Are you and Nick A30 still friends? I haven't talked with Nick in a long time, so no, I wouldn't say we're friends. Yeah, I haven't talked with Nick in a very long time. Ignoring me, but I still love you, Hennis. You're just saying that because you drive a Tesla too? No, I'd love to see the full interaction. I'd love to see the full. Okay, listen, because as much as this guy, okay, you know what? And maybe it's annoying that I'm trying to take a very like fence sitter position here and trying to like understand both sides. Okay, as annoying as that can be, I do totally understand. There is a lot of like weird hate towards Tesla because of Elon Musk. And don't get me wrong, Elon Musk is a cringy fuck, dude. He cringes the fuck out of me. I think everything he's done, Tesla-wise, SpaceX-wise, like all that innovation is insane and awesome. And I'm not even just saying this as a Tesla owner, okay? I know you guys are gonna fucking, I don't even know why the fuck I'm doing this, because none of you guys are gonna be able to compartmentalize and understand what I'm saying because I own a fucking Tesla, okay? This guy, like, yeah, I can understand. Listen, all I'm saying is I would want to see the full, like the 30 seconds of conversation that led up to this moment. I would want to see the full thing. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
We don't, honestly.
By the way, in all honesty, Teslas are not extremely expensive for cars. They're definitely, yeah, but they still carry that like reputation though. Let's go to their most viewed video. Tesla autopilot versus bad drivers. Oh no. Did this channel start out as like a Tesla fan channel? Because this is Tesla autopilot versus idiots in cars. So this kind of feels like elitist almost. It's like a hair in my fucking mouth.
Aaron was driving his Tesla Model S on the Bay Bridge in San Francisco, California. Traffic was backing up as he approached a large truck hauling...
I'm sorry, what the fuck is this music? Are the Avengers about to pull up?
...and venting liquid oxygen. Right behind him was a cop that tried to get through traffic by activating...
Also, do we need this guy's name? Is this the guy? Oh, this is the name of the driver? Did he say Aaron at the beginning?
...his emergency lights and using his PA speaker, but he couldn't get through and was stuck next to Aaron. The officer had finally given up when someone got out of their car and started shooting off bottle rockets, hitting the bridge and other cars in the middle of a major freeway.
Another example of somebody who probably thinks he should have been taught how to do his taxes in middle school. You know, it's videos like this that genuinely make me wonder sometimes, was liberalism a bad idea? You know what I mean? Like, not liberalism as like the political, but like freedom. Was freedom to make your own decisions? Was America a mistake? Should we not give people rights? Maybe we fucked up. Maybe we just should have done it. Maybe we should just all live in a dictatorship, you know?
When the guy got back into his car, Aaron thought it was over, but apparently he was just getting more rockets. Aaron was shocked the cop didn't do anything. It would have been pretty hard for him not to notice what was going on, unless he was actively ignoring someone shooting rockets off the bridge. The guy kept shooting.
All jokes aside, you should react to it. All those who decided the try not to cringe video from yesterday was actually hilarious. You should definitely react to more. Yeah, I'm totally down. Yeah, try not to cringe videos are fun. They're just tough though, because they feel like a hit or miss, or a lot like the try not to laugh videos. Henry, what are your thoughts on companies asking people to spend more money to offset their carbon footprint? I'm not sure I even understand the question. Companies asking people to spend more money to offset their carbon footprint? So like, what does that mean? So like Walmart will say that like, hey, we'll donate a portion of the profits we make this year to like planting trees. So the more you spend at Walmart, the more they would do that shit. I don't know. Is that what that means? I really have no idea.
Shooting at the cars, and the passenger of the semi-truck hauling liquid oxygen finally had enough. They got out and started approaching the person shooting off the fireworks. Liquid oxygen isn't combustible on its own, but it enhances the combustion of other substances. There's a huge risk of fire or explosion upon contact with combustible substances or reducing agents. It's labeled as no open flames, no sparks, and no smoking. We don't know if it was the passenger of the semi-truck who said something to the Rocket Man, or if it was because the cop car finally managed to squeeze by, but the guy finally took a break from his rocket launching. Then the officer drove straight past him, and it wasn't long until he was back at it. Do you have any idea what's going on here? Post your theory in a comment.
No, I don't. Probably low IQ, uneducated. I just don't. I don't. You know, I'm usually. I stand here not for the death penalty, but I watch videos like this and I'm for it. You know. Oh, this would like unironically trigger the shit out of me. Probably talked about back to every teacher you ever had. Yeah, probably. Jesus Christ. Hey there, Darman fam. What have we learned? Don't shoot. Yeah, we need a Darman video for every fucking dumbass idiots in cars video we see. Except in the Darman video, what happens is this guy shoots off a bottle rocket or whatever, firework. It actually ignites the truck that was over here on the right-hand side, blows up the entire bridge, and then somehow like Captain Marvel swoops in though and saves everybody so nobody dies. And then the kid has to like pay for everybody's hospital bills. Like I don't know, like there is some, yeah. So you see, Darman fam, this is why we don't light fires on congested bridges. I hope you enjoyed that video.
Today, we're showcasing some of the craziest clips
So this is just the music that he
we've
uses.
ever featured, so buckle up for Wham Bam Tesla Cam's Worst Drivers of Texas, Volume 1.
Let's go!
Ram was driving home from dinner in his Model Y when the BMW in front of him hit the curb and flipped twice.
Oh, shit. That's a
When
Model
Ram
Y?
stopped to check on the driver, he noticed that a fire had started. Thankfully, a
Ooh.
passerby had a fire extinguisher in his car and was able to stop the fire from spreading. They were able to remove the driver from the car. He had
Is that a battery fire though? Because battery fires are really dangerous, right? Because isn't there a thing about not being able to put out a lithium fire?
no serious injuries, but was in shock.
I'm the kid who unironically should have stayed in school.
Police arrived quickly
That's a
and
BMW? Didn't he say the Model Y in front of him?
curb and flipped twice. In his Model Y, when the BMW in front of him hit the curb and flipped.
Yeah, never mind. I'm
Driving
just
this
stupid.
video. This
brain.
next clip comes from a biker who runs the YouTube channel Memento Moto. He was riding while his brother was driving this Tesla. The video starts with the submitter and his brother turning onto Highway 6 in Houston, Texas. They were right next.
Isn't that something? Yes, basically they ask you to pay a couple dollars so they can plant trees, for example. I don't know. I think that's kind of. But they don't word it like that. They're basically saying like, hey, do you want to donate $2 to like plant a tree somewhere? It's like those memes. Have you ever, do you want to round up? Wait a minute. Oh my God. This is such a fucked up, dark humor joke. I want to start saying more of these on stream because these aren't even that bad, but they just like made me laugh. Oh, fuck. Yeah, if you guys don't know my sense of humor, like messed up, like absurd, dark humor is like I really like that sort of stuff. The difference is you just have to obviously know that it's like absurd when you say it. So the joke was something like, Sammy and I were out shopping and I think we were at a Goodwill and you get asked the classic, you go to check out and it's like, oh, do you want to round up for, kids with whatever or something? And I said, I'm pretty sure I said no thanks. Because I say no to, I'm gonna be honest. I say no to every single one of those things, every single one. And then I'm going back to my car with Sammy afterwards though. And I start laughing because I start thinking about how like, Imagine how fucked up it would be if you like said to the cashier, if you were like, oh, do you want to round up for kids with cancer or something? And you were like, oh, no, I only do kids. I only round up for like kids with diabetes or something. Like you were like, oh, fuck, I'm sorry. I don't round up for that. I only round up for kids with like diabetes or something. Sorry. That's just against, I just don't do it for that. and then you just have to like look at their, what? Sorry. It's just, I just don't care about that, but I will do it for this. I'm like, that would be a fucking perfect like SNL skit. That would be so fucking funny. Oh my God. Oh no, sorry. I hate that actually. Yeah, sorry. I only round up for homeless kids. Yeah, sorry. No, I don't round up for anything else. Even if it's like $15.96. Yeah, do you want to round up your $14.99 purchase? No, I don't. No, that penny is mine.
Next to each other.
Fuck. There's got to be a meme about that, right? There has to be an SNL skit about that. Somebody has to have done a skit about that. The judgment that you feel.
Ford driver pulled up behind them.
Only reason I don't ever round up because I don't know exactly where the money's going. No. Even if I knew where the money was going, I don't care. Probably what happens is they ask you to round up and the money doesn't actually go to that thing yet. It just goes to the company's profits, and then they take a portion of their profits at the end of the year or whatever, and they donate it to, whatever. Which, like, people will complain and say that that's, like, shitty. That ends up feeling like the same sort of whining that people will do when they complain about like Mr. Beast curing 100 people's blindness or something. It's like, it's still adding up in like a net positive or whatever. It doesn't even fucking matter. It's like the money's still getting donated to a good cause. And yeah, you can argue that it doesn't come from like the goodness of their hearts because it's considered a tax write-off. Fuck it. Who cares? It's still there's not even something to really complain about. It just ends up feeling dumb. At Walgreens, there's a thing where you can round up. You get to at Walgreens, there's this thing where if you round up, you get this clown nose, and that's the only reason I will ever do it for the homeless. Wait, really? What? We had to talk about Apple's ad. I can't believe it got canceled. That was the fucking dumbest thing. When I heard about that, I was like, we are officially out of fucking problems. And then I like heard the explanation, and the explanation too. You know what the worst part was about the explanation? We're actually gonna pivot. Apple, and then Apple apologized too. Jesus Christ. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys that. Yeah.
This morning, an apology from Apple. The company saying in a statement to Ad Age it missed the mark after widespread backlash for its ad promoting the latest iPad Pro. The ad, titled Crushed, released Tuesday, shows a press crushing symbols of the arts and creativity.
So they just crush all this shit, right, into the thickness of an iPad, right? So it's like, here's all this creativity, a piano, painting, a guitar, blah, blah, blah. Crush it all the way down. You can do all of this in an iPad, right? So it's like, okay, that's like creative. That's like funny. But then, yeah, they'll explain.
Compressing into the new iPad Pro.
The most powerful iPad ever is also the thinnest.
The online backlash bubbling throughout the week. Critics seeing it as a metaphor for what tech companies do to the arts, to artists, musicians, and creators. Even celebrities weighing in. Hugh Grant posting the destruction of the human experience, courtesy of Silicon Valley. Apple saying, our goal is to always celebrate the myriad of ways users express themselves and bring their ideas to life through iPad. We missed the mark with this video, and we're sorry. Apple has long had marketing that captured the public's attention. Its early, most famous ad celebrated for its symbolism. We shall prevail. The iconic 1984 ad, directed by Hollywood legend Ridley Scott, launching during the Super Bowl 40 years ago, depicted Apple as saving the world from a mechanized dystopian nightmare. Some now drawing a comparison to the new ad showing tech taking over.
I mean, I was just thinking about it. It's depressing. It's depressing all of what's good about humanity. What was the thought process here?
Yeah, well, when Tim Cook, the CEO of this company, posted this ad on social media platform X earlier this week, he said that just imagine all the things it'll be used to create, referring to this new iPad product that has this new M4 chip. They were trying to say, okay, you can do all of these types of things like make music and do creative things on this platform, but at the end of the day, it seems like the messaging perhaps didn't get through to artists in the way that the app Tim Cook had thought.
I love Apple. I mean, they rarely miss.
Yeah, this was a big one. This is also one of those ads, though, that you
I don't even. So, like, why did they even say what they were upset about? Can somebody articulate what people are upset about?
A Silicon Valley tech giant is taking heat a day.
Wait, I'm pretty sure TechLink did a video on this.
Look, I wish I could say that Apple announced a sentient robot that can do perfect Tim Cook impressions so I don't have to, but no.
I love Riley.
It's iPads. Apple made...
I fucking love Riley, dude. He is like... He is so good.
We don't have much time.
wait.
I don't know how much longer I can hold back the tech news.
Here we go.
Oh, no. Apple managed to anger the entire internet with a single ad, something that sounds a lot easier than it is. The Cupertino commune released an ad for their new iPad Pro called Crush.
That Apple was destroying humanity.
In which a giant hydraulic press destroys art and creative tools like instruments and camera lenses in an attempt to demonstrate how amazing it is that the thinnest iPad ever can do so many things. Unfortunately, the YouTube video had comments turned off, so everyone did the healthy thing and went onto Twitter to bully Tim Cook for tweeting the ad. Some strong hate came from Japanese viewers. Apparently,
we Japanese have a way of life that values people, things, and works of art. In Japan, one of the meaningful markets for your company. I believe that many sensitive people were hurt by this advertising expression. I'm a longtime fan of the iPad Pro.
Some
but
of
this
that
is
may be
too sad
due
image.
to the belief.
I love playing musical instruments. Give me a piano, guitar, and I can spend hours practicing and creating music with paper and pencils. I could draw endlessly. I feel the same about the iPad, but now I realized I was mistaken. Okay.
In Tsukumogami from
Found it interesting to read the Japanese backlash response to some because of the idea that creative tools can possess a spirit of their own.
Japanese folklore, tools that have acquired a spirit, which could mean that in a way, Apple basically committed mass murder? And I mean, look at these cute little guys. What kind of sick monster would want to crush them? Creators at large were upset by the sight of beloved objects being flattened by faceless, unstoppable machines, which is a very blunt metaphor for AI taking every artist's job. But hey, at least Apple apologized. It won't bring that piano back, but you know, buy your
guitar is dead.
Buy your mom a soul. Spotify will apparently pay.
That's fucking stupid. It's just so dumb.
He was driving a bit.
Yeah. The cringy thing is too, okay, so I see like, honestly, on both sides, I understand that like Apple fanboys will like defend like every single thing Apple ever does, even though like Apple will do some like shady, shitty shit. And then like the people that just want to fucking complain about stuff too. Yeah, it's just, it's so fucking, it's an ad. Honestly, the ad did its job. Congratulations. The ad, yeah, that whatever marketing team came up with that ad, you should give them a raise.
Bit fast.
And you should just have them like, you should have them hydraulic press people in the next ad. People holding iPads. That's what you should do. The next ad should be hydraulically pressing human beings holding iPads.
But they didn't think anything of it until he accelerated right up to the submitter's bike. The submitter told us he could see the Ford getting dangerously close, so he gestured for him to back off and give him some space. He thinks this triggered the Ford driver because he passed the submitter dangerously closely in the center lane, while he was still riding in that lane. The submitter told us he flipped the Ford driver the bird, but then he tried to hit him with his vehicle. He then slowed down and stopped, opened his door, and walked toward him with a metal baseball bat. The submitter dismounted his bike and walked back to put some distance between them before informing the Ford driver that he was carrying a firearm. At that point, the Ford driver mysteriously changed his mind and got back into his vehicle before driving away. Our submitter called 911 and he told us the police issued a warrant for the Ford driver's arrest for aggravated assault with a weapon. Our submitter told us he hopes this never happens.
You should make an ad where they compress a human to the size of their iPad. That's
to
right.
anyone else, but that
Remember when your fan pulled the mythic goldfish? I do. Great video.
everyone should be prepared with a camera to document any similar situation. Thomas was driving in Pflugerville, Texas when he encountered some road workers who'd closed down the road and were only allowing traffic to flow in one direction at a time. The driver of a beat-up Mazda didn't even try to slow down.
Of a beat-up Mazda. Damn. The driver of a fucking beat-up, ugly-ass car. Beat up, fucking ugly, probably fucking poor.
And drove into oncoming traffic, blowing past the flagger and her stop sign. The Mazda driver obviously couldn't care less what the sign said and nearly hit a truck. Then the Mazda driver went off-road to get around the other oncoming vehicles. The road worker immediately got on her radio to inform the road crew that someone was heading toward them the wrong way. Thomas gave a "what in the world, that driver is an idiot" gesture to the worker, and she just shook her head in agreement. Dustin was driving his Model 3 on a highway in Ferris, Texas, when the driver of a Kia on his right started to drift toward the guardrail.
Uh-oh.
It looks like the Kia driver noticed what was about to happen moments before impact, as we can see brake lights come on. Sadly, it was too late, and the Kia jumped the guardrail before coming
maybe like 2
crashing
feet?
back down. Don't text and drive.
Doesn't even look like they've still reacted.
Doug was using the FSD beta. When his car took a turn, he found himself in the middle of a police chase. Doug told us the Tesla started beeping and quickly moved toward the right side of the road. This was totally unexpected behavior and things were pretty chaotic. As he tried to figure out what was happening, all he saw were headlights and flashing lights heading straight at him. At this point, his Tesla had stopped, but he accelerated a bit after the suspect had passed him, so the police had more room to get around him. If we look at the left repeater camera, we can
Yeah, they took off the...
see the suspect's SUV knock the mirror off of a pickup truck. Doug didn't contact the police as they were clearly already aware of the situation. He later found a report about the incident online and the guy driving the SUV had been caught. Police 1, bad guys 0. Palmer was taking his daughter to the airport and was running an hour late thanks to the daylight saving time change, so he was unable to stop it.
He wasn't running an hour late thanks to the daylight savings time change. He was running an hour late because he's stupid. Okay.
Ensure his video.
How do you feel about machines asking you to tip literally nothing, like a self-checkout, for example? Yeah, I used to feel bad about that. I used to feel pressure for it, and now I've just started to give into it. Or now I've started to like I used to feel bad and I used to give into it. Now I've just started saying no. Like I think the stuff that ends up hurting me the most though is when you go to like, I don't know, you go to like a Starbucks and you ask for like, hey, can I get a muffin? And they like reach into the thing and grab the muffin, put it in a bag, and they go, okay, that'll be, you know, $4 or whatever. And then you go to pay and they ask for a tip, and I'm like. So now my mom and Sammy put me on this path because I always ended up feeling pressure. I feel like it's only appropriate to tip, or it only makes sense to tip if you're being served. Like if I'm sitting down at the table and somebody brings me something, then I'll tip.
But he did call 911 to report the collision. By sending us the video, he's hoping it might reach the people involved and help them out with their insurance claims. This emitter was driving his Model Y in Dallas, Texas when he was passed by a Model 3 cutting between lanes and speeding down the highway.
These damn Model 3 owners. They have no idea how to act with courtesy on the road.
What the Model 3 driver didn't realize was that one of the cars he passed was actually a marked state trooper. We're not really sure how he missed that one. The trooper sped up and lit up the speeding Tesla driver, pulling him over.
Yeah, Tesla drivers getting what they deserve.
Jay was on his commute early one Friday morning when someone slammed on their brakes and caused a 3-car accident. Jay wishes he could give his quick reflexes credit for that save, but he's almost certain the car reacted before he did, particularly the braking. Thankfully, nobody involved in the accident was hurt.
Hey, I have a Model 3. Model 3s are cool.
Jason was going through
How about you, GFuel, while you were streaming? Can I get a tip?
an intersection on a green light when a red light runner suddenly appeared in front of him. Jason had no chance to stop and T-boned the other driver. They immediately tried to fight Jason after the crash, claiming it had been Jason's fault.
Nice.
A nearby security guard got involved to stop the other driver. When the police arrived, Jason showed them his Tesla cam footage, and the other driver was immediately found responsible for the collision. After a few days of snow and ice...
It is one of those funny things where, like, I do... As much as I said that I feel like I don't want to get a camera because as soon as you get a camera, that's when something's going to happen to you. It is kind of crazy when you think about, like, the price of a good dash cam compared to the price of a car, right? Like, you can probably get a dash cam on Amazon for, my guess is be like 20, 30 bucks. That's probably like decent. But then if you want one that's like actually good at night and is actually going to be able to like pick up, like read the text on road signs from like any reasonable distance, you're probably getting closer to like maybe around $100. Even for like a premium dash cam, how does every car not come with a dash cam? I don't have a dash cam in my car. I have an older Tesla. I don't have a dash cam in my car.
Roads were beginning to clear. Cameron was heading to work when a large chunk of ice flew off a truck about 10 yards ahead in the next lane. Cameron nearly hit the curb trying to avoid it, while numerous alarms and safety systems...
Decent dash cam is like 100 in my opinion, just for one. Yeah, you should just have a front-facing dash cam, and like that should just come standard in every car.
...activated.
Especially new cars that are being made now in 2024. Holy shit, we should have fucking
He believes that if he'd been behind the truck, his windshield would have been shattered. Wait, what was that running across the road in front of them? A wild boar? Wait, what was that running across the road in front of them? A wild boar?
Bro he did that for engagement, right? That has to be done for engagement. There's no other reason. This guy's not that dumb, right?
It looks like a dog escaped from a Ford Expedition on the opposite side of the road from this submitter. This caused traffic to stop, but the driver of the Ford Explorer in front of the submitter wasn't paying attention and rear-ended the car in front of him.
Oh.
We can see the dog here before it enters the street, and again here when it makes it safely across.
Jesus Christ.
The submitter didn't want to be rear-ended, so he accelerated right away and left the area. A police officer behind him immediately activated their lights to control traffic. Tim was driving down a highway, and the vehicle ahead of him was driving slowly with the hazard lights on. Suddenly, the front driver's wheel came off, and the car started scraping along the ground. Tim pulled over behind the vehicle, but then parts and sparks started flying everywhere. He moved back into the lanes before the wheel flew off. Tim had to play a real-life game of Mario Kart to avoid everything that was happening. Antonio was on his way to work in Houston, Texas when he approached an intersection. He slowed down as a precaution, but the driver behind him didn't. The pickup rear-ended him, causing him to launch forward into the road. Luckily, there weren't any oncoming cars at the time. They filed an insurance claim, and Antonio is still waiting to hear how much the repairs will cost. Josh was driving his Model 3 in Austin, Texas when he got front row seats to some road rage. The drivers of a red Chevy truck and a black Jeep SUV were swerving toward each other, and Josh was afraid there would be a serious accident. The Chevy and the Jeep pulled up next to each other, but then something made the Jeep driver immediately pull over. Josh told us it's hard to see in the video, but he saw the driver of the Chevy truck stick his hand out the window, and it looked like he was holding a black object, but he can't be sure. What do you think caused the Jeep driver to abort his road rage? This submitter had parked her Model 3 outside of a store in Texas. When she came back to her Tesla, she found a large dent on the driver's side door. She jumped in to watch the Sentry Mode footage and discovered the lady in a Subaru parked next to her had let her door get caught by the wind, which slammed it into the Tesla. Obviously, this wasn't done on purpose, but it still left our submitter with a repair bill of $800 US. A lot of people comment on our videos that door dings aren't a crime, but who do you think should have to pick up the repair bill?
It's not a crime? They did damage to somebody else's property.
In this case, should this be on the Tesla owner or the Subaru owner?
The Subaru owner. What? Did they mention $800? I'm not even stuck. Argue that the Tesla should be the one paying for it, since the wind caused it? No. No. You should be aware of how, like... No, you should be aware of, like, if the wind is strong, keep a hand on your door. That'd be like if I'm driving and my tire flies off of my car and rolls out into the middle of the intersection instead of rolling off to the right in the breakdown lane, that I shouldn't be held responsible because the act of physics and God made it so that the tire rolled in the wrong direction and there was nothing I could have done. That's 100% the Subaru's fault. There's no, that's the Subaru's fault.
Leave your vote in the comments. In the end, the Subaru driver was uninsured, so our submitter was forced to pay for it anyway. We've got
uninsured. Okay, so then they should get a pretty hefty fine for that, right? Because isn't it illegal to drive a car without car insurance? I don't fucking even know the rules, dude. It doesn't make any sense.
one more video from the same submitter, but this time she was making a left turn onto a side road. There was a girl standing on the side of the road she was turning into, apparently waiting to be picked up by someone. Her ride skipped the line of 3 cars to turn around to pick her up, but they crashed into our submitter's Tesla and ripped off her bumper cover. Guess what? This driver didn't have insurance either. The Tesla went back to the repair shop, this time with a bill of $3,800 US. Crew was driving on a service road with a double left turn lane.
Yo, Calton, have a good night, man.
He was in the inside turn lane preparing to cross a bridge. Suddenly, an Amazon delivery driver in a Rivian van began to turn into his lane and almost hit him. The Rivian ended up passing behind him, honking the whole time, then crossed into the other turn lane on the other side of him. This is our first submission featuring the Rivian delivery van, and it looks great.
Let's just pivot and talk about how fucking cool this van looks, guys.
Sadly, Crew says it was really annoying that the driver kept honking as if Crew was in the wrong. Crew contacted Amazon Delivery and the driver van other turn Rivian ended up passing almost hit him. An Amazon. He was in the inside turn lane preparing to cross a bridge. Suddenly, an Amazon delivery driver in a Rivian van began to turn into his lane.
That is this driver's fault, right?
With a double left turn lane. He was in the inside turn lane preparing to cross a bridge.
Like, he should be staying in the same lane as this
delivery
red
driver in a Rivian van began to turn into his lane.
Yeah, that's definitely this guy's fault.
Almost hit him.
That's the van's fault? Since this guy's in the leftmost left turning lane, he should be in the leftmost lane when as he's completing his turn, but he didn't. He
turn lane
cheated.
Preparing to cross a bridge. Suddenly,
like he should be.
Amazon delivery.
So like here's the line. He should be in this lane right here, but he doesn't. He should be in this only turning lane and then like make his adjustment later.
To turn into
but
his
he
lane
doesn't. He just cuts into this
almost
lane.
hit him. Driver in a Rivian van.
Oh, I guess maybe not, since this is a left-only turning lane and both these lanes go straight.
Began to turn across a service road with a double left.
I guess it changes.
Turn lane. He was in the inside turn lane preparing to cross a bridge. Suddenly, an Amazon delivery driver in a Rivian van began to turn into his lane.
Yeah, you're right.
And almost hit him.
Does it change if this lane is also a left turning lane? No.
Crew was
driving there because he's still all the way over on the left. I was gonna say if this was also a left, but this is probably
driving on a service lane and sitting behind him. This is our first submission featuring the Rivian delivery.
But can we? I mean, guys, we're paying attention to the wrong thing here. Can we talk about how fucking dope this van looks, dude?
Van, and it looks great. Sadly, Crew says it was really annoying that the driver kept honking as if Crew was in the wrong. Crew contacted Amazon Delivery and Logistics to report the unsafe driver.
Damn.
Jimmy had just picked up his Model 3 from the shop after it had
Jimmy's on his highway to hell, baby.
Been hit in a parking lot. Suddenly, he was hit by a distracted driver in a company vehicle. The damage was minor and mainly to the bumper cover, but this was a small consolation as Jimmy took his car back to the repair shop. Tuzcomp was driving on a highway in Dallas, Texas with autopilot engaged when a VW driver nearly merged into their Model 3. Tuzcomp.
I mean, yeah. That's just a good example of like where like AI in cars is just gonna be able to beat
merged
people.
into their Model 3. Tuzcomp swerved to avoid a collision, nearly colliding with another vehicle in the left lane. The VW driver needlessly switched lanes quickly before exiting. Thankfully, Tuzcomp's Tesla wasn't damaged. We can tell it's brand new, as evidenced by the temporary paper license plate. Brevin was leaving the gym in his Model 3. As he entered an access road, he noticed a dark figure down the street. Brevin slowed down and moved to the left side of the lane to avoid a collision, but the situation still gave him the heebie-jeebies. The person seemed to be in no hurry to get out of the path of an oncoming car as they meandered to the other side of the road. Slim was driving his Model 3 westbound on a highway when, out of nowhere, the Mustang in front of him lost its hood.
Oh, shit.
Does the "Built Ford Tough" slogan apply to Mustangs as well? From the footage, there doesn't appear to be any damage.
I'm waiting for people in the comments to be like, well, the hood flew off and the driver didn't do anything. That's just the wind. That's just God's will. So who should have to pay for it?
To any other vehicles.
Good question, guys. Let's have a debate on who's responsible for your hood flying off of your fucking car.
Slim's Tesla got a scuff smaller than his fingernail on the passenger's door panel. Slim decided not to file an insurance claim. The damage appears minimal and can be buffed out, and his car has a ceramic coating on it. Skylar was test driving a Model Y when a pickup truck rear-ended her. While she was assessing the damage,
dude, this is why I moved out of Texas, bro. It was only a matter of time till I was going to get hit, apparently.
The pickup driver told her he didn't know she was going to stop. He pulled over and gave her his information. Since the Model Y was a demo car, she then shared that info with the Tesla sales rep after going back to the showroom.
That's got to be the worst fuck. Oh my God. You dent a car that you're testing and you bring it back and you're like, okay, you guys aren't going to believe me, but I swear, okay? I swear this wasn't my fault.
After all that, Skylar has decided to...
That's on the guy who said flew off? Yeah. No, I was being sarcastic earlier because apparently this guy who's narrating this video mentioned, what was it, like 5 minutes ago when we were watching another clip, this woman opened up her driver's side door in a parked car spot and the wind like pushed her door open more and dented the Tesla next to her. And people were like, apparently there were people arguing in the comments of that video, oh, well, should it be, should the woman have to pay for it or the Tesla driver?
Order a Tesla. At least we hope she did. In what other car can you experience this much excitement? Brian sent us this video recorded when his wife Amber was driving in Fort Worth, Texas. Suddenly, she had to slow down for a vehicle stopped on the shoulder. The driver of the vehicle 2 cars behind Amber, a large SUV, didn't see her braking and lost control.
Oh,
they managed to cross all lanes without striking another vehicle. The Toyota Prius in the fast lane made some nice evasive maneuvers. Brian said the Wham Bam Tesla Cam channel is the reason his family got a Tesla. They wanted the safest car out there. He wanted to send a shout
You guys framed this channel to me like this channel was just going to be shitting all over Teslas.
out to his kiddos Colton, Kirsten, and Caroline.
Let's go.
This emitter witnessed a rather strange crash. A BMW M5 driver made an illegal left turn into an SUV that was illegally driving straight from the left turn lane. The BMW driver then took off, making it a hit and run.
What are the odds of this? 2 dipshits colliding into one glorious moment. This guy wants to go straight. This guy wants to go left. Neither one of them are in the right lane.
From the left turn lane. The BMW driver then took off, making it a hit and run.
That's on character. That's on brand. If you drive a BMW, stay mad. That is true. I drive a Tesla. Come at me for all the stereotypes, okay? It's true.
The submitter says he wasn't surprised as he'd noticed the BMW driver behaving erratically before this.
What? Hold on. Let me take a moment to act surprised.
Joseph was driving his Model 3 when traffic ahead of him came to a complete stop. Joseph started to slow down, but he told us he decelerated too slowly. So the Tesla fully applied the brakes on its own to stop in time. After Joseph had been stopped for 2 full seconds, a Hyundai slammed into him. When they pulled into a parking lot, a heated argument ensued. The other driver screamed at Joseph and threatened to call the police because he had slammed on his brakes. And when Joseph offered to show them his Tesla cam footage, they started screaming at him for having a computer in his car. Joseph filed an insurance claim when he got home. The next day, he got a call from the other driver's insurance provider accepting liability. They told him the only reason for such a quick turnaround was because of the dash cam footage. If you don't have a dash cam, check the description for our recommendation. Abram was driving his model.
Having a computer is wild, yeah. I think in this day and age, actually probably, if you bought a car within the last 15 years that doesn't have a computer in it, I would be more concerned.
X with autopilot engaged in Katy, Texas, when a group of middle schoolers threw
This is where I literally used to live.
Water balloons at him.
That's me. Holy shit, guys, that's me.
Engaged in Katy, Texas, when a group of middle schoolers threw water balloons at him. Abram's brother, who was with
This
him
is literally me, guys. I'm not kidding.
found the situation
Just kidding.
hilarious. At first, Abram turned around and tried to find the kids, but he ultimately joined in on his brother's laughter. Oliver was driving his Model 3 on the highway in Spring, Texas. He was behind a landscaping truck that
Sure, buddy? No, I actually did.
lost a ladder when it was cut off by an SUV. Oliver reacted quickly and was able to avoid the ladder. He told us even though the truck driver was cut off, the ladder still should have been better secured.
Yeah,
Nobody stopped and the truck left.
Giovanni, I'm literally going to not watch a Try Not to Cringe video because you've asked it maybe 5 times throughout watching this video, okay? I'm just going to end stream after this now. And then you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go into my YouTube preferences and I'm going to say never, ever fucking recommend me a Try Not to Cringe video. In fact, don't even let me search for one. Don't even let me Google one, dude. I don't want that.
So Oliver called the landscaping company to let them know about their lost ladder. Apparently, they couldn't care less about it.
They're probably just very happy that it didn't cause any damage.
Zuni was driving down a road in Irving, Texas, when a
Bro, Texas has got to fix their shit. There's just a lot of people there.
Mazda driver cut in front of him, causing him to swerve to avoid a collision.
Okay, all right.
Unfortunately, since he has behavior-based insurance, this swerving affected his insurance premium, raising it from $100 to $150 per month. Wait a second. Why would making an epic evasive maneuver to avoid an accident, saving the insurance company a lot of money and hassle, result in a higher premium? Joseph.
Yeah, that guy's just lying. That guy just has to be lying, right? How would they know? There are those apps you can download, those things you can get where it's like, no, I know, Giovanni. I'm not being serious with you. There are those apps you can download that like actually do track your driving, and they use some pretty interesting metrics from what I understand, where like it's just on your phone and it knows when you're driving, obviously when you're at a certain speed in your GPS location, whatever, and it can test using various instruments in your phone and also your quick acceleration and deceleration in your car and your movement speed to determine if you're a safe driver. If you're making constant harsh braking movements and constant hard accelerations, right? That's probably an indication that you're not a safe driver. And so they might up your premium for shit like that. But the plus is apparently if you're a safe driver and you do it right, apparently it's supposed to be able to save you money. I've never used any of those apps because it freaks me the fuck out. And I would just rather they not know. Yeah. But I don't believe that making a hard break like that would bring your insurance premium from $100 to $150. I don't believe that. There's no way. That just doesn't happen. I don't think that happens. This guy was already getting his shit bumped up because, like, as much as I hate to be that guy, okay, but I'm going to be that guy here for a second.
Zuni,
as annoying as this is, right?
Was
this guy's driving all the way in the right lane
Texas,
here.
When a Mazda driver cut in front of him, causing him to swerve to avoid a collision.
As much as I do hate to be that guy, your situational awareness should probably alert you that, like, hey, the body language of this car, this guy's crossing right now. And you should probably start braking
when
sooner.
When a Mazda driver cut
like,
in front of him, causing him to swerve to avoid a collision.
Braking now? Like,
Unfortunately,
I don't know. Just
since
feels a
he
little,
has
it's like, it's still that other guy's fault. But it's also like
behavior-based insurance maneuver to avoid an accident, saving the insurance company a lot of money and hassle, result in a higher premium. Joseph noticed he was missing a credit card and his ID while buying some food down the road. He figured he might have pulled them out at home and forgot to put them back in his wallet. When he got back to his car, he discovered a Sentry Mode alert. Normally, he doesn't even watch them, but this time, he's glad he did. These good Samaritans made his day. Had he not watched the Sentry Mode video, he would have never realized they'd found his cards and placed them on top of his car.
Damn.
Joseph hadn't seen the cards while getting in the car. He's thankful for these kind people and for Sentry Mode. Brian had just turned onto Highway 36 late one night when a trucker tried to make a U-turn across the dark highway.
Again.
Brian noticed it at the last second and had to swerve off the road
Oh, bro, what? I didn't even see this shit right there. My eyes were glued to this guy.
Brian noticed it at the last second and had to swerve off the road to avoid hitting it. Brian told us he wasn't using autopilot and the system didn't give him any alerts even when he went off-road. Easy had parked his Model 3 in the municipal workers parking lot in Ayton, Texas. When he got back to his car, he found this Sentry Mode footage. A woman walked into the parking lot and approached Easy's Tesla. She tried to open the door and let me tell you, she gave it her best shot. I don't think I've ever seen someone pull a door handle that hard before. Thankfully, it was able to handle the pressure. She then circled the parking lot before coming back to the Tesla for another door wrestling attempt. Easy contacted the police and gave them his Sentry Mode video. They were impressed and are working on identifying the woman. Even though the door handle still works, Easy booked an inspection with Tesla service just in case anything was damaged. Jetstorm was sitting in a Wendy's
Like, how much of a fucking moron do you have to be? Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
Parking lot with his friends eating in his car. If you're disturbed by the idea of getting fries all over the inside of a Tesla, just hold on because that's not even the disturbing part. Jetstorm also has an aftermarket dashcam that records audio and they were also singing karaoke. I'm not sure if I should subject you to this or not, but here we go.
Here we go.
I see you too late. Got nothing in my brain.
That's what people say. That's what people say.
Not the narrator joined in too, bro.
Sorry, I got a little carried away there. Unfortunately, the karaoke isn't the only tragedy in this story. A driver was about to exit his vehicle when he somehow put his car in reverse, and while hanging out of the vehicle, he crashed into the Wendy's drive-thru counter.
Bro, like you're...
Jetstorm told us the driver said he was fine and they didn't need to worry about him. He even went back into Wendy's to eat his food. Let's listen in on the conversation they had.
Their foot trying to stop it like it's a bike. Like you have any chance. I get that that's your instinct when you're panicking, though. You're definitely not thinking, Fuck. I get when you're panicking, your brain locks up and shit like that.
Car after the accident.
What are you gonna do?
What the just happened?
Jake, you have a dash cam, right?
Yeah, I do.
I'm shake it
There's
off.
no way he's just leaving. Okay, it's not real.
We gotta see. We gotta see what it looks like.
Oh, it was an old man. No.
Oh.
Wham, bam, we got a Patreon man. Please support the show.
An old man, no. No, not an old man. Feels bad.
Today.
Did we just watch this? Yeah, we just watched this. Wham, bam, Tesla cam.
Experience the raw, unfiltered reality of what Tesla owners encounter on the road.
Get ready with us as we experience life-changing moments for these people. Some of them get seriously injured. Some of them have to pay crazy amounts of money. And others lose their lives. Hey there, Darman fam. I hope
Experience the raw, unfiltered reality of what Tesla owners encounter on the road. In this episode, we're bringing you 15 real-life scenarios sent in by our submitters.
Is this a fucking Mr. Beast video, dude?
That are as shocking as they are true. Buckle up.
Wham, bam, Tesla cam. I hope you're satisfied.
Eddie was driving his Tesla Model Y in Gurnee, Illinois on
Finally,
a road
we're not in Texas,
with
bro.
a 45-mile-per-hour speed limit when he stopped for a traffic light. Just as he stopped, he noticed something huge approaching in his rearview mirror. Ignoring both Eddie's Model Y and the red light, a semi plowed straight into the back of the SUV. Witnesses to the collision noticed fluid spilling from the truck, so they quickly pulled Eddie out of harm's way until first responders arrived a few minutes later. The truck was practically parked in the Tesla's back seat and had to be dragged out. Even though the Tesla had crumpled like an accordion, Eddie was able to walk away from the wreck without any serious injuries. Here's where the story takes a twist. The trucker told police that Eddie had cut in front of him, and he didn't have time to stop. The Tesla Cam video clearly shows the trucker didn't try to slow down or stop, and he was in for a shock when Eddie presented this footage.
Last one was titled Texas Tesla Cams. Was it actually? Oh shit, I didn't even notice.
As evidence of what had really happened. The police cited the
just wondered what failed to patch Fortnite executable when trying to host. In the butterfly launcher, it just means that you can't host a headless server. So it means that when you go to launch an instance of Fortnite that starts up a server, what a headless server will do is it will launch the instance of Fortnite in the background without like launching the graphical user interface. So it won't like launch the game. The way you start a server in Fortnite is it launches up another instance of Fortnite and then injects the game server DLL into it and makes it like unplayable. It's another Fortnite game that's processed, that's running in the background. Headless just launches it so it doesn't render any graphics on your screen, hence making it a little bit easier on your system. If you can't do a headless patch, try just switching the server type to game mode or to game server instead of headless game server and trying that.
The trucker for failing to reduce speed, expired registration, and for not having insurance. Although Eddie was able to walk away from the crash, injuries appeared later, including whiplash and a sore shoulder, for which he's now receiving treatment. Eddie's insurance provider was very happy for the video evidence, and they also found the trucker responsible. They totaled the Tesla once the repair bill exceeded $41,000 US.
Jesus.
Mike's wife was driving in Sicklerville, New Jersey. When she pulled up to a red light, she heard police sirens in the distance before noticing two drivers fleeing from the police. One of the suspect vehicles was T-boned in the intersection and came within inches of crashing into Mike's wife. Incredibly enough, the suspect managed to make a full 360-degree spin before continuing to run from the cops. When the cop car arrived at the intersection, the officer slowed down to ask the other driver if he was okay. Once he'd answered that he was, the cop took off after the suspects. Mike called the police and offered them his Tesla Cam footage, but they never returned his call.
Damn.
KK had left his Tesla Model 3 parked on the street outside of his workplace. Hold up, I think I see a Honda Civic approaching.
Jump in! Honda bombed!
Probably not, Bob. I
The driver
probably
of the
won't be gaming
Civic
tonight.
didn't want to wait for another driver to turn left, so he tried to thread the needle between it and KK's Tesla. Sadly, he didn't quite make it. Instead, he sideswiped KK's Tesla before crashing into a Toyota RAV4. KK got a phone notification that his alarm had been triggered and ran out to check on his Tesla. When he asked the Honda driver what had happened, he claimed the car ahead of him had stopped suddenly and given him no chance to stop. When he watched his Sentry Mode footage, KK discovered that wasn't true at all. He called the cops and they found out the Honda driver was uninsured. The responding officer left after giving KK a
I'm surprised.
case number. He has no idea why the Honda driver didn't receive a citation. He filed a claim with his own insurance provider since he has uninsured motorist coverage on his own policy. Repairs will cost just over $11,000 US and take a month to complete.
I don't understand. Like, what's the point in having insurance if like the other people don't even have to pay? Like, what's the punishment? Also, I thought driving a vehicle without car insurance was literally illegal. So like, should I just stop paying my car insurance? Am I just getting fucking ripped off? Is this what it's like to like, should I just not follow the rules? I don't even fucking,
After attending a concert in Atlanta, Ram was driving with friends to a nearby restaurant in Marietta.
I'm gonna stop paying my taxes. I'm gonna stop paying insurance. I'm just gonna stop.
While attempting to merge into the passing lane, he noticed a vehicle stopped on the left shoulder and
bare minimum is needed in some states. I thought it was in all states. Wait, is car insurance not a law? Is it illegal to not have car insurance? New Hampshire motor vehicle law does not require you to carry auto insurance, but you must be able to demonstrate that you are, not carry it. Oh, no, you can just not have it. But you must be able to demonstrate that you were able to provide sufficient funds to meet New Hampshire motor vehicle financial responsibility. Wow, in my own fucking state. Driving is a privilege, not a fundamental right. If I were to get my car insured, I would be If I don't get my car insured, I could get fined $500. Is it illegal to not have car insurance? A lot of you guys missed the point of my post. Some people have no choice but to have a car. I'm not saying it should be free. I'm saying it shouldn't be illegal, especially if it's $260. Driving isn't a right. You don't have to. You do have an assumption that if you have to do something, it should necessarily be free. That's just not true. I think that's what he's asking. You not only get $500, you potentially have to pay to fix someone's car that you fucked. I mean, I don't know what I'm saying.
And a man waving his phone's flashlight in an attempt to warn.
Pennsylvania law requires all Pennsylvania motor vehicle owners to maintain vehicle liability insurance, financial responsibility on a, why does it put financial, that the financial responsibility part in parentheses almost implies that it's just like you just have to have enough liquid money that's able to pay off the damages that you do? I don't know.
Or other drivers. Sadly, a distracted driver sideswiped the stalled vehicle and almost hit the man too. The collision ruptured a tire and also sent sparks flying everywhere. Thankfully, Ram was able to safely merge away from the wreckage. He took the nearest exit before calling the police non-emergency line and
True, I guess,
informing them
I have no idea. I don't know what the fine print
that
says.
he had footage of the collision. Even though he gave them his contact info, they never called Ram back. Since we can see the man running away after the impact, Ram doesn't think anyone was hurt in the collision. This submitter was waiting to turn left when a Volvo driver suddenly decided to make a left turn. At the same time, a Honda driver sped up to go around our submitter before colliding with the Volvo. Police responded while firefighters cleaned up the debris. The Volvo driver's husband was shaken up, but thankfully, nobody had been hurt in the collision. The Volvo driver was found responsible as they hadn't yielded for the Honda driver. It's pretty impressive how many Teslas recorded this collision and yielded for they had been hurt in the collision. The Volvo driver's husband was shaken up. Police submitter before colliding with the Volvo.
I wonder what the street lights are for these people coming this way. Because technically, if they're the same as these lights, this guy is supposed to
At the same time,
a
a Honda driver
Civic,
sped up to go around our submitter before colliding with the Volvo.
Shouldn't the Volvo technically be the one yielding if these lights are the same? I don't know.
Police responded while firefighters cleaned up the debris. The Volvo driver's husband was shaken up, but thankfully,
Probably a quad light with arrow. Or it could just be one of these lights, right? Where it's like a solid green and then sometimes, or like turns into it. Yeah, I don't know.
He had been hurt.
Yeah, like quad light,
In the collision. The Volvo driver was found responsible as they hadn't yielded for the Honda driver. It's pretty impressive how many Teslas recorded this collision. There was one behind, one ahead, and even this blue Model Y, whose driver we can see reached over to save the video. Mateo was heading to work when he stopped for a traffic light, but the driver of a Ford took a different approach. Mateo and his Tesla Cam had front row seats to a T-bone collision. Mateo stopped and verified that both drivers were okay. He wasn't the only one who'd witnessed the collision. A police officer right behind them had also seen it happen. Mateo showed his footage to the officer, and he told Mateo he'd be finding both drivers responsible. Jacob was driving his Model S. His footage to the officer, and he told Mateo he'd be finding both drivers. Mateo showed his footage to the officer, and he told
Oh, because if the lights are turning red at the same time for this guy too. Because this other guy definitely ran a red light. This guy definitely ran a red light. This guy probably did too. The lights are the
Both
time
was driving his Model S on vacation in California. After staying in Los Angeles for a couple of days, he was headed to San Diego to visit some friends. Suddenly, his rear window spontaneously shattered. The sound of the glass breaking was so loud, he was worried he might have been shot at, so he kept going until he could safely stop at a gas station to assess the damage. When he played back the Tesla cam footage at a very slow speed, he discovered an oncoming truck had kicked up a rock and sent it hurtling through his window. Jacob immediately called Tesla service, and they scheduled an appointment for him at a shop an hour away. While this was certainly
Yeah, a pebble spun the right way, I guess, maybe? Yeah, I guess that's possible.
experience, we're glad he didn't have anyone sitting in the back seat. We've got more videos of incredibly dangerous road debris. Let's start with this one from Angela, who was on her usual route to work one morning when something unusual appeared in front of her.
Oh.
A piece of metal was lying in the road. Autopilot wasn't engaged, but Angela didn't see
And she literally turned, like, as she turns to the right,
the
she probably
debris and
avoids
ran it over with the right wheel. Her Tesla cam
Yeah.
footage reveals Angela wasn't the only victim of this piece of metal, which might have come off a semi-trailer. The metal bounced along under the truck behind her, and an SUV had also stopped on the side of the highway with a tire ripped off one of its rear wheels. Angela tried to
Jesus.
continue to work, but after receiving a flat tire warning from her Tesla, she stopped and called a tow truck. In addition to damaging the rocker panel, the metal had scratched the fender and front door before denting the rear door on the passenger side. The
That
insurance
sucks.
company's original repair estimate was $7,100 US, but Tesla uncovered more structural damage and increased the quote to $34,000, at which point the insurance company totaled the car. Angela had gotten a good deal on her Tesla by buying it used. It was her dream car, and she's sad to see it go. She hopes to
Damn.
replace it with a new Model 3 or Y as soon as she can.
That sucks.
Marwin's wife, Olive,
Watch some dude's muffler pipe fall off and we had to honk at him. Jesus.
was driving in Maryland when she also encountered an unidentified metal object in the road. Out of nowhere, a piece of metal came flying through the air before smashing through her Tesla's windshield and ending up in the back seat. Marwin asked us if we could identify the object, but we had no idea, so we asked our fans, and we got some great answers. It seems to be some kind of bar for installing a weight-distributing trailer hitch. Had she been just a split second ahead or behind, the end result could have been much worse. Marwin is thankful Olive wasn't hurt. A car is just a car after all, and this car is now in the repair shop.
Imagine being a passenger in that.
Raja had left his Tesla parked outside his house for the weekend, and when he got home, he found this Sentry Mode event. An air ambulance had landed on his street after one of his neighbors had been hurt in a pizza oven explosion. The neighbor was eventually given ground transportation to the hospital instead, so the helicopter took off again without any pizza oven victims on board.
Damn.
While vacationing in Ohio, yes, Kurt knows how ridiculous that sounds, he was heading back to his hotel when the railroad
Damn, Ohio catching strays for no reason.
crossing gates ahead
I'm sure Ohio's a pretty state, man.
of him activated. As a rail fan, Kurt admits he was preparing to lean back and enjoy the show, but then he saw oncoming headlights race up to the crossing and weave between the gates.
I've seen people do
couldn't
this
believe
too.
what had just happened, and the train came along very shortly after. Remember, trains take a very long time to stop. If the gates are down, don't go around.
But in Ohio, I'm sure there's pretty parts of Ohio, dude. What the fuck?
The truth is, trains aren't the only dangerous thing here. The gates can hurt you all on their own. After putting his ticket into the machine, this submitter pulled forward before yielding the right-of-way to the vehicle next to his. But then, the gate closed on the back of his Tesla. Our submitter contacted mall security, but they told him it was his own fault. What do you think? Let us know in the comments if
Did it even touch his car?
you're on Team
Right there, I guess?
Tesla or Team Parking Gate. Parney was heading home after picking up food for his wife when he encountered a perfect example of why you should always turn into the nearest lane. Parney stopped and shared his footage with both drivers, who were in a heated argument about who was at fault. To be clear, it was not legal for this driver to turn into the far lane. If they would have turned into the correct lane, this collision would have never happened.
True. That's pretty obvious.
When Derek saw a black Honda sedan start to drift toward him, he quickly pulled away to avoid a collision. He saved the Tesla Cam clip, not expecting what was about to happen. The Honda drifted into the carpool lane before colliding with the median barrier. The Honda kept accelerating until it rear-ended a Volkswagen SUV. Derek didn't stop since he was on his way to work and the case seemed open and shut. Okay, I think this one definitely deserves the jingle.
Jump in! Honda bumped! Honda bumped!
Oh my god. Sure, my mother does not do that at all. That's my biggest scare with double lands, yeah.
Mark was headed out for a round of disc golf when a car passed.
Disc golf. I've been disc golfing like once, but as a frisbee lover,
Passed him in the right lane before running a red light and plowing into another car. Thankfully, neither driver was hurt. Mark showed his Tesla Cam video to the responding police.
Jesus, that is as much of running a like. The clip started. To be clear, these lights are red now.
When a car passed him in the right lane before running a red light and plowing into another car.
That's not running. I mean, do we have another term for this?
Thankfully,
this is just...
Neither driver was hurt. Mark showed his Tesla Cam video to the responding police, and they told him it was clear who was at fault. Mark told us he watches our videos faithfully every week, and his wife doesn't understand why he wants to watch them every Sunday morning on their TV. Hey Mark, turn up the volume for this part. Hey there, Mark's wife. Mark needs to block off 15 minutes every Sunday to watch Wham Bam Tesla Cam so he can learn to be a safer driver.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, Mark's wife.
Watching these videos improves his awareness and educates him about driving laws. So really, he's doing this for you.
Yeah, that's right, Mark's wife.
Matter of fact, he'll need another 15 minutes every Friday to watch Wham Bam Dash Cam for the same reasons. Actually, he'll need another 15 minutes every other Saturday to watch Wham Bam Security Cam so he can learn to protect your home by fighting off fierce criminals and animals alike. Thanks for understanding. You're the best. If you want to see more criminals...
Was that a fucking bear touching that guy's fucking foot while he's laying by his pool? I would, if I woke up and saw, I would think I'm still dreaming.
Criminals getting caught on camera, check out this security cam episode on the top. Or if you thought that test...
Oh my god. Okay, well, I don't usually do this, but we are subscribing. We are subscribing on the ProHenis Highlights channel to Wham Bam Tesla Cam. God damn. Personally, I hate the commentary. I actually don't mind it. I think it's honestly nicer to watch this than it is just to watch the regular footage. Because then I don't feel as much pressure to talk. So as a reactor, it's nice. And I know that this guy went through the trouble of like making sure that no music is left in too. So that's nice. Yeah, I'm gonna hop off. I'm done for tonight. I'm done for the night. Wham bam, no Fortnite for me, bitch. Idiots in Cars needs more context. Sometimes, yeah. I feel like, yeah, we were watching a clip earlier where like this guy leaning out of a Tesla Cybertruck was screaming, like not screaming, but he was like being fucking really berating these bicyclists. So the clip starts out, the way it's framed is like the Tesla driver. I mean, he was saying some crazy ass shit. But you find out like midway through the conversation too that the bicyclists, I think, instigated it, and they definitely said some shit too. Like not like motor bicycle, like not driving, not like on a motorcycle, but like on a bike. Like they're like pedaling a bike. They were probably talking some shit. It most likely didn't warrant what the Tesla driver did or what he said, but still it was like, yeah. I wish, I would have loved to see the full interaction though, because I would have loved to know what they fucking said. Yeah. Alrighty, guys. I'm gonna go cancel my car insurance, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, I guess. That's all I gotta say. You know what I'm saying? Alrighty, guys. Thank you all so much for coming out. You guys are great. Your cans are unironically spreading. Bro, they're stacking on top of each other now. They're multiplying. I didn't even put those cans there on top. They just grew. Oh. Look at her asleep. A little bit of a duty. Don't wrap them around the chair. I'm going to. Okay. I hope you guys can hear me. Hi. Hello. Hello, Judy. Hi. Hello. Oh, you got a nice drool spot right there. Nice. Judy. Hey guys. How old is Susie? I think she's 3. We don't know exactly, but like that's what we were told when we adopted her, because she was a rescue. So I don't think they even know like exactly when she was born and stuff. Henry, you're legit gonna scare that poor girl. She bumps out one of those cans. It's happened before. She doesn't really get scared too easily though. Cypher PK is being sued.
Cypher PK is being sued? There's been quite a lot of drama in Fortnite Creative, and one of the most popular map makers, Gurzy, is known for making the pit. But they seem to think they own the term the pit, which they don't. Leoxy posted on Twitter revealing that his map had been striked by Gurzy for having the word pit in his map. This is quite dangerous for smaller creators, as the bigger creators can abuse the copyright system, removing any maps that are competition to their own. So Cypher PK tried to help, asking Fortnite if they can fix this issue. Gurzy didn't like this, responding, "Sounds like you still haven't spoken to a lawyer." PK had enough and said, "Go speak to your parents about being a little." Cypher.
Damn. 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 Honestly, guys, yeah, you really shouldn't use other people's the names and words that other people's use. You shouldn't use them for views, guys. Okay, it's fucked up. Shouldn't do that. Seriously messed up when you guys do that, all right? Don't use other people's names for views, guys. That's bad. Okay? It's bad. Don't do that. What? What do we do that? I don't even... Who does that, bro? All right. Hello, Judy. Are you awake? Oh, are you tired? Don't sniff the trash, Susie. No. So we went on a new walk to a new trail in the woods today. Susie loved it. She jumped around in some mud. She needed a bath when we got back home. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. Watch this, guys. You ready for this? Do you want to go outside? Oh, yeah. Yes, 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 yes. Oh. Okay. Well, that's my cue now. I gotta go ahead and take her out. Alrighty, guys. I love you all. Thanks for coming out to the stream. You guys are great. And I will see you guys in the next one. Until next time, everybody, keep gaming. And as always, stay cool.